your group continued down the line of progress in attempting to complete some tasks that were laid out in front of you, dealing with a spirit that had resided within the Lawbringer's Librarium, or at least nearby it, and a Shrine of the Wild Mother, located in the Sigil District right below the Cerulean Palace. After a bit of tomfoolery, you discovered that this ghost was indeed not a ghost, and a homeless child who had strange magical powers. Taking this child to safety and bringing them somewhere nice, your group went to the Lawbringer's Librarium to collect some supplies and get your reward. However, while you were there, an attack occurred. Kobolds, appearing from the ground below, surged into the building, intent on something, though you weren't sure what, shoveling books and bits of knowledge into a hole. Compiling the chaos throughout the city, the guards got there as fast as they could to help. Luckily, by the time they were able to arrive, your group had been able to deal with the threat and save any commoners who were taken hostage from untoward harm. Managing to make it out, collect some supplies and some money along the way, you headed back to the Step-Aside Tavern for a night's rest. Finding yourselves drifting into a quiet slumber, you did your nightly rituals, embarked on whatever dream journeys you would find yourself taking. And we now get to the morning. There we go. Nice and morning. So, how are we thinking for the order of who wakes up when and first?
I'll wake up nice and early.
Getting up, is there anything you do in the morning? Rituals you want to describe?
Go into the bathroom.
Word up. Pleasantly empty today.
Your once daily bathroom trip.
My once daily bathroom trip. Eric is gonna wash his face, scrub his teeth, dip a couple toes in the bath, and then stare sorrowfully in the mirror for a good 5 minutes.
Well, only 5 today, huh?
Got things to do.
Yeah, busy day. As you stare into the mirror, you can't help but be reminded by that warm glow of the meditation you undertook the night before, but pushed away for now to focus on the morning. You head downstairs?
I think so, yeah. It's a good idea.
Alright. In that case, you find yourself down by the stairs. Put a spectator token up here for you. Who would be waking up next?
Why not follow it up with the other E character? Eridanus would wake up. Oh, I think at this point my hex would have worn off, so let me just remove that.
Probably.
Okay, waking up nice, bright, and early. 9 a.m. That's not early at all. Eridanus is gonna wake up and stretch, feeling like a new man. Adding another personality to his repertoire. Is there anything I know where Persephone is, right? Like where Persephone is staying.
Yeah, a few rooms over. Right around over here.
Okay, excellent. Eridanus is gonna wake up, ruffle his hair up a little bit, trying to get rid of the bedhead, and then I should have a sack or something.
It's like a little
like a small bag or something I can store a highly illegal item in?
There's a foot locker at the foot of your bed.
Okay, cool. We're gonna stash my highly illegal items in there for the time being.
Oh my.
Highly illicit.
Look, given how up in arms the whole city is over this gun trade, I might as well put this literal hand artillery piece somewhere safe. Just for the time being.
Cops of the crime scene. I wonder where the gun went.
And with that.
Locate object.
Wonder where the gun went. Probably up in smoke with the kobold that killed himself.
You know, he'll actually reflect on that. As Eridanos goes through his morning routine, washing his face, taking a rinse, he's going to reflect on that suicidal kobold and come away from it with a small measure of respect for him. He's like, you know what, buddy? Me too.
Me too.
Unhinged. Oh my god.
Reflecting on the chaotic events of the previous day and, for the better, reveling in them, you collect your finely assorted supplies from your previous venture and head to the morning.
Yep.
Oh my god. What the...
Eridanos, I suppose, was real. He is actually running perilously low on food supplies, and I mean that for real this time. I have no actual solid food besides 4 rations, so we're going to rectify that problem. These rooms, do they have, like, keys or something?
No. They're unlocked. It's just some of them, I would say, probably you'd be told whether or not they'd be occupied tonight, and pretty much this is the only room that is occupied. Bring your own lock kind of a situation.
That feels like it could only lead to horrible things down the line for the establishment. But either way, I am going to scribble down a note for Persephone. I think I should have a piece of parchment paper and a pen at the very least, or some kind of a writing tool.
I'm going to write down. Ever willing to wake me up?
I tried to wake you up last time. It didn't work. You were asleep.
Mrs. Moody, I'm going to not take my chances this time.
Hey, we can get a bingo tick if that happens, alright?
Anyway, I'm going to scribble down a quick note to Persephone, addressed only to Persephone, informing her that there is a present from Eridanos in his foot locker. But now that I think about it, if you receive a note from Eridanos saying he has a present for you, open this locker. That could also be something very horrible indeed. So he's not going to care, though. Eridanos is quite blissfully unaware of his own shortcomings as a person. He's going to write down the note. He's going to slip it under the door.
Is there a minor spelling mistake on that note?
No, there are no minor spelling mistakes. Eridanos has never made a single spelling mistake in his entire life, actually.
Very punctual.
He's going to, and then he's going to skedaddle down. He wants some food. I'm hungry.
Head downstairs to get a nice meal and join Eric's. The next person to wake up would be Finzyra, as you hear the door kind of close behind Eridanos as he leaves the room, as he's walking through the halls and doing his morning business. How would you want to greet your morning?
Well, it has been a long time since I have had my little fluffy companion, so I want my little familiar to give hugs to.
Mm-hmm. You sit at the foot of the bed and focus on casting the ritual to resummon your familiar. You have the components, yeah?
I don't think they died. I think I just, made them go into, the little interplanar or whatever.
Certainly. As you begin to weave the magic to channel them once more, you take a nice look out the window in the morning. See how the morning greets you and the sun outside. However, what's your passive perception?
Hold on. Where the fuck did my sheet go? Hello? It's hiding from me.
I can check.
Hold on.
Like your token.
16.
You would notice a shadowy figure on a nearby rooftop, perhaps looking in through your window back at you like a strange mirror. They depart
good.
as you notice them vanishing from sight.
I love that. Is it similar to what I saw before, or is it like different?
What you saw before.
Inside the tree.
Make a history check to recall that information.
History check. Normal.
There's definitely a hint of accuracy there. You're at the very least certain that could have been them.
Over this way, you said? Alright, well.
Though your own personal paranoia does work against you in the moment, you're pretty confident that that was whatever figure had seen you at the meteorite crash in that tree.
Well, I'm carrying my little friend out the room. We're gonna, like, just leave that be for now.
Yes.
Fucking everybody else did it, so I'm gonna do it. Here we go. Yippee! Morning routine, clean face, fucking take a shit. Fucking, here we go.
Canonical shit taker.
Look, man. Everybody does it. I have no clue who gets up when, so I'm gonna assume that all of my friends are already awake before me and go downstairs.
You head off downstairs to whatever new morning greets. Persephone, you're last to wake up. Maybe in a bit after the rest of your party members. You wake up once more to a strange letter that seems to be at the doorway.
Ugh. Always fun getting those. What? Get out of bed, get ready for stuff, and then as I go to like open the door, I hear the paper crunch as I go out. Just lift up my boot, take it, read it. Huh. Okay, this is either gonna be really bad or really good. I'm gonna go to Adonis's room. It's this one, right? Alright, let's see what bomb he left for me.
Oh, sorry, wrong room. I got a text message.
Great.
Yeah.
Comedy.
You head in and you open up the chest. It's not locked. As you do, you see a fascinating-looking implement within.
I will have handed over the hand mortar. Where is it? The sling bullet of humanoid slaying. You would find that there.
I'll put those in Persephone's inventory, assuming you take them, Persephone.
I mean, yeah, that's what the bag of holding's for, but I'm gonna, like, take it out of the box and look over and just go, what the fuck is this? Figure that out later.
Along with 8 bullets accompanying it.
Amen.
Yeah.
So gunpowder, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Seeing gunpowder, like, mixed in at the bottom, Persephone's just gonna kind of reach their hand in and scoop out a pile. And just smell it, just... Fucking finally. Okay. This isn't gonna last very long, but it'll do. And then Persephone will, like, tie that off in a bag separately and put that in the bag holding as well.
Alright.
And I'll get up. Stop in the bathroom to wash the brand new gunpowder scent off my hand. That out. Down we go.
Just adding 1 shot worth of gunpowder to your inventory 8 times. Let's do...
Reinventing how our ammo works.
Commodities, that's the joy of D&D.
Indeed.
Tech, this is a...
So you said 8 times, but you wrote 81, so would you like me to take that off for you?
you can let me finish what I'm...
I
I don't make mistakes.
don't make mistakes, sure.
I don't.
A hand mortar loaded with 81
hand
shots worth
mortar-
of gunpowder in the barrel is terrifying.
That's a bomb at that point. Here we go.
Alright, there's no minor spelling mistake on the hand mortar.
There's your gunpowder.
Down.
Never mind, it didn't add the picture properly because Foundry is great. Commodities,
I've got to add those new trick shots now.
materials. Yep. You can add those to your inventory, or should I add them to you?
I'll get it, that's fine.
All right, perfect. I've added what looks like cornmeal to your inventory.
Cornmeal?
No, we'll use teal powder instead. There. There's not really a black powder picture that I can find at the moment, so... Anyways. You'll find your way downstairs and greet the morning ahead. As you all head downstairs, you slowly start to trickle in one by one. Go ahead and activate the next scene. You can... Oh, should probably be up here with a friend. Is there a spectator token in this map somewhere
No.
I'm not seeing? Good. Alright. Eric's, go ahead and put yourself in somewhere, and I'll just drag everyone else down one by one. Settle yourselves in as you get placed down, Eridonis. Uh-oh. Hey.
Oh, blah.
Good morning.
I was going to say, before you talk, I need to run upstairs and turn on the oven, so while I'm doing that, you guys can all talk with each other as your morning greets you.
You stopped us from talking to start having us talk?
Good morning to you,
Okay,
too.
buddy. Beer.
Alright, I just need to collect all my notes on what happened last time and what we've learned. Well, I was gonna ask Nerd if did any of you guys do any kinds of checks on what exactly that Grimoire is?
No.
Okay.
I ended up being unconscious.
I found out that it has affinity to fire and it likes to burn people. So it's like a big fire worm.
It's the
I
burn
see.
people.
Besides that, we didn't stick around long enough to really pick it over. Because that's when the rest of the guard showed up and kind of said, "Congratulations, you're heroes. Now get out of here." I did write in my notes that Persephone struggled to relate to a child, so apparently that was
Struggled to
important.
relate to a child.
Excuse me?
Huh?
The homeless kid or somebody walked them back to like the other inn or whatever and talked to them on the way.
I opened up a map generator and this is what I see. She's haunting me everywhere I go.
Chass Empire.
That's her end game.
Take over the world.
Why do you think she's making all those clones?
To pay back the debt. I don't know.
But why pay back the debt when you just own all the debt?
Think of how much money that she's making, bro. She's got like fucking 4 jobs.
Okay, where was the thing? I think, let me pull up the prices for hirelings. Would you consider her to be like a skilled worker?
Okay, but imagine.
She's a college student, unskilled.
Wow.
So I think they earn 2 silver a day.
Times 4.
Oh, there's probably more than 4.
Okay, well, all we know about is
Where was the wage? Or like,
I don't think that's super important. That's
one
not gonna
silver-
come up at all.
1 silver piece. Okay, 1 silver piece a day, times let's say 5. Let's say she's been doing it for a month. That's not a lot of money. It's not even worth robbing her.
I like how that's why you were doing the calculation.
Honestly, at this point, I could just give her the money. Stop. You don't have to clone yourself.
Now, if you want to rob somebody, I hear Jamon Sword's got a whole gold palace.
Remember, we gotta try and get all of her in one place to see her clones so they can have the Spider-Man moment where they point at each other.
I'm just gonna start dating all of her clones.
You invite them all out to a specific place for a date.
There is no way Eridonis is not gonna sound like a human trafficker in this situation. Hey, do you want to know how to make lots of money at once to pay off your debts? Come to this place.
What current quest do we have?
Our
Security
metrics or by
job.
Eric's metrics.
By the party's metrics.
Security job. Bouncer. That's the only one I know.
By Eric's metrics, I've got another job that will take me to the casino.
Yeah, that's the security one.
I got a different one, but sure.
Man's out here thinking he's gonna throw hands with a Rakshasa just like that. Blood doesn't even have a weapon.
He has. I presume someone's given him the sword, right?
He has a fire sword.
It's not the weapon though.
It's a weapon.
The weapon is Ash.
What's your current situation with regards to the weapon?
That's a good question.
Is it still?
It's just a little gem.
I just forget what was the condition to actually get it regenerated. Was it just simply get a literal sword reforged, and you just stick the gem into weapon, or
I gotta wait. Because
You have to
Napiask
wait.
is working on it.
He did say whenever you're ready, but you kind of
I mean, I guess he's
fell
not ready.
asleep. He's not ready.
This is the only game so far where I've seen somebody call a Hexblade buffed Flame Tongue Scimitar a fake weapon.
Fake weapon.
Fake news.
Real fake news.
Everyone knows like a friggin' sock full of quarters could be a weapon in a paladin's hands.
A sock full. It's me rolling up to the BBG with a sock full of quarters.
I should change my spells though now that I'm thinking about it.
To what?
Probably not gonna need Zone of Truth.
Mm.
Remove that.
I'll never need to hear the truth again.
Now we're just gonna get lied to.
Wrathful Smite. Put that on. Branding Smite. Creature can't become invisible.
You know, gang, hate to say it, but I want to go shopping again.
Oh my god.
Honestly,
You don't
I
wanna go
do as
shopping,
well.
You just want the bingo.
No, I don't want the bingo. It's not even on my, like, a line that I've got going on. Like, I don't got a bow or anything. Gotta go out and get one.
Why do you need a bow? Wait. Oh wait, do you not have any ammunition either for your gun besides the bullets already in the hand mortar?
The ones that you just got me are what I have, period.
Nothing else. I see.
Nothing else.
That does pose a problem.
That is the problem I've been trying to solve this whole time.
Well, we also gotta solve you being exhausted, so.
What a novel concept.
What a novel concept. It's like the fucking spring thing is right over there and we can go together.
What a novel concept. It's not like I, have had an opportunity.
I literally gave you an opportunity.
No. I gave myself the opportunity while everyone was out and about. And then you went, hey, let's do it together. And I said, all right.
Jesse, what are you
Bonding.
talking about?
Speak with animal eyes, going to talk to the dog.
No, I have to cast Speak with Animals to talk to Persephone on their level.
I have more hit than you do.
Well. Is there any way that you can
Soup
get
is
me
delicious.
up onto a roof?
Damn, bitch, can't climb.
Have you seen my arms?
Level 9 wizard doesn't know the fly spell.
I don't.
Level 9 wizard doesn't lift.
Bro, it's not like I can just pick a bunch of fucking spells when I level up. I can only pick 2 every time.
That's a bunch of fucking spells.
Bro, it's not.
Just go to the local wizard tower and open a book.
And spend like 10 hours writing down a spell.
What else are you gonna do while Persephone recovers?
I'm literally gonna go. Oh my god. We're gonna do that.
You can take on another mission while Persephone's at 4 exhaustion.
No. That's why we're gonna go to the thing.
I mean, we're finally coming down from the worst of it, at least. I'm not gonna roll a -4 climbing a tree.
Stop at the library, pick out some wizard books, go to the spa, copy the books.
I'm not gonna copy down the books while I'm at the spa. I'm pretty sure it requires undivided attention. I wouldn't be able to do anything else other than.
I want you to look at Fenzira and tell me they can give their undivided attention to anything.
What the fuck? How do you think I write down any of my spells?
Very slowly.
I go by the time that it says that I have to spend on it. It's like 2 hours per level.
Every other wizard, 1 hour.
That's
If you
not
slip
true.
nerd patrol
Oh my
like
god.
$20, and then that time would get cut in half.
Why am I being harassed?
Yeah, I don't
Fun.
know.
Nerd's not here.
Uh,
So I guess we have our day plan then.
Not really.
Just shopping and prepping.
Shopping and going to the spa.
Oh, the spa for the exhaustion. I see.
yes.
I see.
I'm surprised you don't want to go digging around the life dome with a shovel.
That actually was kind of my plan.
God.
Well, I was going to try to see if I could do some more research concerning the Remorhas and where those kobolds. We never
You know
knew
what?
why they came out there, right?
You know what, buddy? You can go down that hole and you can see if there's water down there.
Go down that hole? What, bro? You want to go down the rumor asshole? Hell nah.
We gotta do that. We gotta still hunt down these assassins that are in the city looking for Fenzira.
Look, to deal with the assassins, it's real simple. We just got to push on to the. Do you really think an assassin's going to track us down to the Netherdeep of all places? Do you really think that? Now that I think about it.
I think if we go to the Netherdeep right this second, I don't think we're coming out, so mission accomplished.
Gotta do another deep research. Maybe sneak into a government facility or two.
Oh my god.
Business to be had with government facilities.
They're hiding the truth from the masses.
Well, I'm
AKA
happy.
us.
Man, if only there was a group that was directly opposed to the allegiance.
I
that
know, if
wanted
only
to bring
there
the
was.
truth to
If
the
if
people.
only there was, you know?
If only.
But there's no groups like that, so I guess we have nothing to do.
Yeah, not a one. Not a one.
Nerd is like doing Resident Evil puzzles right now, bro.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's casting spells on his oven.
It's been like 10 minutes. I hope he's okay.
It's one of those moments where he left the gas on. He came back and he turned on. So
He left the
comes
gas
back,
on. He's on
he
his
comes back
floor
and
right now. He is dying.
He leaves the gas on. He comes and he's like, oh, okay, guys, I gotta turn on my oven. He turns on the element, like the flame element.
Real shit. God.
I bet this commoner knows about the Netherdeep.
That commoner specifically.
He does look kind of fucked up. He's got like a scar on his forehead.
Drag this over here. I just want to see this fucking room. There. Aw, street dog.
Doggy.
Got a cute token. Hell yeah.
I thought you've seen this dog before.
I didn't like pay attention to him if he had a token before, so.
Too busy
Damn.
with the angst.
I think you didn't see him because he was like sitting out here.
Boy, oh boy. You think there's an animatronic after him?
He's in Five Nights at Freddy's.
He's in Joy of Creation right now. Trying to find fuses for his fucking block so he doesn't die. I'm gonna get a drink, and it's gonna be really funny if I get up and he immediately gets back.
Story.
Yes, sir.
John, I need your take on something.
It's not going to be a good take.
It's a 50-50 kind of take.
All right, go on.
All right. Do we make the Ilahanans assholes for like the 5th time in a row in a campaign?
Well, I feel like in the last couple, it was kind of a case of everyone was an asshole, and you just kind of chose which assholes were cooler. So if you're saying that there's an alternative where the Ilahanans are actually good guys, I think that'd be an interesting spin on.
Interesting. We'll go with that. I'm currently busy making... Well, now that Nerd mentioned it, I just returned to my notes on Turn It 2.0. Here's going to be a hex grid.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hello, I'm
Yellow.
lagging.
Welcome back.
Discord, am I back? Officially? Okay.
Welcome back.
Discord was lagging. I'm so sorry. Fucking... bit of a problem. It's all good now, though. Anyways, we can get back to it if everyone is back. It looks like Keaton's AFK at least. But I'm sure he'll be fine if we continue without him for a little bit. Broken
Sure.
Mistbreaker. Sure.
Mm.
He'll be fine. Anyways. Is there anything I missed? Anyone wants to catch me up?
We just said good morning to each other, and then I walked over to the street dog.
Actually, I did want to ask you, Nerd,
Yes.
if Eridonus would know anything significant about the Remoraz besides what he's already seen.
As just a creature, period?
As a creature, where it...
Or that specific Remoraz?
Well, no, just where it comes from, and perhaps if there was anything odd about it. In general, he'd be ruminating on the hole that the kobolds crawled out of, and whether there's anything unusual in that.
Make me a nature check.
Gotcha.
Meantime, I'm gonna get my Remoraz lore. Raz. Oh my god, I gotta look up this thing's name. Young. There we are.
Does that count as a minor spelling mistake?
I don't think so. I mean, we already got one of those, so like... Guess it's setting precedence for the future. 13. Let me do some reading here and tell you what you can know. Alright. So, what's to note about the Remoraz that you encountered and the hole the kobolds came through? The hole itself, it's tricky. It certainly was most likely dug by the Remoraz, but you do recall hearing a explosion or a bang and not seeing the Remoraz come out of the hole, at the very least. So it was likely that it was there to assist creating the hole, but the kobolds had a hand to play in making it as well. Perhaps a long-term burrowing project of some kind, tunnels that could span anywhere in the city. Besides this, however, Remorazes, as you understand them, are... Well, you don't understand a lot about Remorazes, but you know for sure that given the fiery nature of their blood and their bodies, that they are not made for hot environments whatsoever. And that might have been apparent by how agitated the one that came out of the hole seemed to have been. And that's about what you can glean. With a 13, of course.
I don't know. This seems to be further proving my Hollow Earth theory.
Is that a thing that I missed?
No, we did not discuss this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Either way.
intrigued though.
Oh, of course. Eric, so you head over to the street dog, who you see now is just begging for table scraps at a nearby table and being well compensated for his hard work. As you walk over, you pet the dog, and it happily responds with a tail wag, recognizing you almost immediately.
I'm gonna say
Donut.
good morning to it and dog.
Oh, you have the spell active? You do. I see right there. Says to you, "Good morning again, Eric's. I'm happy you're here.
I'm happy you're still here too.
It's a nice place. One of the nicer places. Lots of food. Nice people.
You're right with that. Have a good day."
You as well.
And I'll pat him one more time.
Happy as can be. Happy as the dog gets. What other business awaits your group for the day?
What other business awaits our group for the day?
Well, so I'll have to check on the kid. Other than that, though, I don't know.
I do have half a mind to start our investigations in the River District, but otherwise... Just let me go through my notes here.
Steam Garden.
I know. That
What
is
are
in
you
the River
whispering
District.
that for?
I'm
I believe
saying
that
it
is in the River
while
District,
looking at Persephone.
Is that River District or the Sand Herald District?
No. The
It'd be River District.
Steam Garden? Where? This is the Life Dome.
For now, we'll head back to the map as I imagine your group's plotting and planning.
I would want to head over to the Life Dome. I believe that was where they had mentioned. They mentioned the Life Dome was is being fed by the underground
The water is coming out of
aquifers
there,
or
yeah.
whatever.
It's the source of water within the city, and your group has inferred that that's likely where a connection could be.
Hmm. I forget. Are we welcome in the Sigil District?
Why would we not be?
Not the Sigil District. The Cobalt Soul headquarters.
Again, why would we not be?
Well, I
There
can
was-
think of a reason why you
There was
wouldn't
that
be.
whole business with us getting into a bit of a tussle with one of their members.
It's uncertain at the moment. You haven't asked them, and they certainly haven't sent you any letters you know of.
Oh yeah, they killed their messenger.
Well,
And I believe we also need to drop kick. We've agreed to drop kick the gang on behalf of the city.
you have.
So we
I believe
do
you
need
still
to
have
do
one
that.
more. I believe you have one more day before that is going to come to pass. Or at least it's time to act on that. Giving your group just a day to do whatever you want, pretty much, before that kind of business needs to happen. One day to
Wait,
yourself.
they gave us a day? I thought the deal was they were going to reach out to us when they were ready.
I believe they did. I mean,
I don't remember a day. That might just be me though.
All right.
indiscriminate time for the future. I'll check the VODs after the stream and see the exact time.
Okay.
All right.
It's not today, that's what I'll tell you.
Objectives: Steam Gardens. Me personally, the Life Dome. Also, probably a market somewhere. Just need to do some shopping. and acquire
Gilmore's
some
glorious goods.
Indeed. Does that sound like a plan, everybody?
There is also the other small matter of a demon in the casino. We should
I'm going
report this
to
to someone of
pull out.
authority.
I somehow have a feeling that whoever we send in, whatever authorities, might meet the same end as the last government official that encountered Darby, or got on his wrong side.
think an
Where's
unarmed
my-
old port captain versus his 3 mercenaries is not really a fair match.
I think I might have a solution to that.
Hmm.
When I was dropping the kid off at the first eclipse for her to sleep for the night, looked like the casino was looking for some bodyguards.
Do tell?
Just a one-night thing, 2 days from now, but we're dead set on getting him out of the picture. Wouldn't be a bad time.
Well, it's hardly our business to involve ourselves in the casino's affairs directly.
If you want to get to him, that's the easiest way.
I'm just worried about the harm he'll cause others.
If we do a good enough job, we'll have to worry about that.
In similar positions to us, who might be taken advantage of.
I do think we need to move discreetly nonetheless. Involving the guard might just cause Darby to pack up and disappear off somewhere else. And even worse, alert him to the fact that we decided to go back on our arrangements with him. I think we should perhaps try to deal with this matter ourselves. By whatever path we choose.
Might be a good idea to get that first job he gave us out of the way, though, if we want to lower his guard.
It would give us an in to speak with him. I think I have the contract somewhere here on my person, but
Along with your other
otherwise,
supplies.
yep. Let me see here. Mittens, located in the sandstone souk. Although I can cast a spell to find out where Mittens might be. May I actually cast that spell? At least just like locate object or locate person.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty normal locate person spell, so it does have a radius range, and you wouldn't be within that range for now. But when you're getting closer to him, you can use it
I see.
to figure out his exact location.
And the sandstone souk is...
Right over here.
Oh, okay, that's far.
If we're gonna do this, this is gonna be our one shot at it. If we mess it up, there's not gonna be another one.
You know, I sense, I feel like I have to say, but I don't want to. It might be optimal to split the party, since our goals take us in wildly opposite directions at this point.
I mean, I was just about to say, why don't you and Eric's go talk with Mittens? I'll set up the security job, meet back.
And then we can all go for a nice, relaxing excursion, I suppose, to the Steam Gardens. Pay a visit to the Life Dome. See if we can't find anything of interest there.
Any issues with this? Or do we want to kill ourselves a demon? No, I guess they're a fiend, aren't they? Just in general. Yeah.
Eric, what do you say?
I'm just tired of getting my hands bloody.
I'm afraid you won't be able to get any rest on that anytime soon. Not with our line of work.
Very well. Let's talk to this Mittens.
Okay, nerd, I think we have our goal in mind
Alright.
then.
So, Erix and Eridonis will be heading off to the Sandstone Soak to speak with Mittens. In the meantime, Finzyra and Persephone, the two of you will be
First Eclipse. Or
heading
casino,
to First
rather.
Eclipse and Casino.
They're the same area. Yeah.
Right on. The Sun-Cut Bazaar is the term we use for now on. Alright.
No.
Oh, okay then, aren't you just a person? Contrarian. Yeah, right. It's a word. Anyways, heading off on your own separate ways, let me go ahead and just use There, that's Eric's and Eridonis.
Hey, Erdonis, did you
There
get
you
food?
Did I get what?
Did you get food?
I didn't. You know, I'm sure there's someplace I can get food in one of the many markets I'll be visiting today.
Yeah. Anyways, of the locations you would like to visit, where would be your first stop? We'll start with Eridonis and Eric's. The two of you could take any path you would like to get there while you break off from Persephone and Vinzyra. Would say you could all travel up to the International District and then break off from there as a team. Seems about right. Sound good with everyone else?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Then we'll temporarily put you guys in the International District map to get things sorted. If there's any business you would like to take onto here. Let me just make sure everyone's here. Alright, cool. Everyone's on the map properly. God, orb protection is up, and we turn that off temporarily.
Oh no.
Alright, toggle it for now. You can turn it back on to fight. Alright. You all enter into the familiar sights of the International District, greeted by fresh smells and friendly faces.
How much money do I have on me? How much money does it cost to promote my boy?
To promote my boy.
Shaddad, I remember that there was a.
Shit. Oh, I wish I remembered the number.
I either had to bring the guy information on the dig site, which I haven't so far, or I pay him money. Oh, and there's the attendant. My God, I have so much stuff to do here.
Kidnapping.
Not kidnapping. No. Just invite her on a date, bro.
Put Jas into the Jas orb.
Oh my god.
Wonder if Patreon still has a shop here.
You enter in once more to Shira's establishment. She greets you and says, all of you again. Welcome back.
Good morning.
Have any particular interests today?
Nothing in particular. We're just on our way through.
Of course. Feel free to poke around if there's anything that you might have wanted from before. It's not going anywhere. We don't get a lot of customers. I don't.
Syra, have you seen this? The spellbook of the Arcane Grimoire?
I believe I have. I believe
Cast a
so.
fireball from the staff of fire.
Certainly could. It's one of the
But
many things you
where's-
can do.
But where's the spell fire?
Spell fire.
The spell of
You're
fire.
gonna ball up the fire. Where'd you
In
get the
Final
fire?
Fantasy.
It's not. It's.
Oh my god.
I see burning hand, scorching ray, fireball, and wall of fire, but there is no spell, just fire. So evidently, it's the staff of burning hand, scorching ray, fireball, and wall of fire, not the staff of fire.
You'll have to
Jeez.
suggest to the Wizard Council they rename that one.
You can probably make a sick ass.
I think he is the Wizard
Acronym.
Council, Meg.
He is. I mean, he's gonna
I
take it
am
up
the
to
Wizard
top.
Council.
The
Oh my
whole
God.
council? Oh my god.
He is the whole council.
I feel like you gotta bring it up to the top.
Should we get
Either
that
way.
portable hole and make a nuclear bomb?
No.
Wait, what? Oh,
Yeah, let's not do that. I don't like that suggestion.
let me see. Bag of holding. Blah 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 blah. Get to the astral. I mean, if we go to the astral plane, at least you guys can meet all my hallucinations.
And then die of oxygen deprivation, but you know, that's a side piece.
Whoa, who said the ethereal plane didn't have oxygen? Oxygen's ethereal.
Yeah.
It's the astral plane, not the ethereal one.
God. Both aren't good options, let me tell you.
You guys will get to experience my world.
I don't know about that.
Anyways, if there's nothing else here, should I talk to Jas at this point? I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't know what our schedule is. So I don't know when to arrange the date.
Listen, we'll figure it out. If you want to begin jazz corralling, you go right ahead.
Begin jazz corralling. Oh god.
Is there any items the group? We'll handle any purchases your group might want to make before we get to Jas corralling.
Not a damn thing.
All right. Karma?
Selling? Question mark? I don't know how much
Can
fucking
sell.
money this woman has. She doesn't
She
have
has
enough money.
a lot of money. She has a decent amount of money. She's probably got you covered.
That.
You're selling her the Cloak of Protection?
Si, senor.
Alrighty. Did it have a price listed on it
It
beforehand?
does. Did
Let me
you?
just make sure it's the right amount of health or right amount of money. Okay, that should be accurate. Yeah. So you can go ahead and add that gold to your inventory and remove it from your inventory.
Can I sell
Ooh.
that?
How much?
Oh my god. She doesn't quite have enough money to afford that. I'll say she'll take it from you, but she won't
I
really
gotta
have
do
enough
that.
money to buy anything else from you.
It's only 1 GP.
The Cloak of Protection cleans her out. 1 GP? Is that all it is? Oh,
That's
she'll
what
buy
you
it
put on
then.
it.
No selling the Jewel of 3 Prayers.
Oh my
Eric.
god. I gotta fucking. Alright.
To the Cloak, and she'll say,
am-
well, "This will do nicely."
Yeah. Hopefully somebody can get some good use out of it when they purchase it from you.
Hopefully, worst case, you can come buy it back later.
We'll see.
Once you've added the money to your inventory, it's gone.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to buy now that you have a little extra cash?
Not particularly. Not at the moment.
All right. Well, then, coins in pocket. You and your group are off. Unless Eric's you wish to purchase anything in particular.
I'm just window shopping.
All right. Thinking about the potential. In that case, back to Eridonis. In the meantime, Eridonis, you enter into this nearby tavern and see Albert, who greets you, recognizing. I believe you've been here before.
I've been
Recognizing
here
the
before,
familiar
and
face.
I even interrogated
Like you
Albert
talked
about
with him, yeah. I can
about
remember it was
Jas.
years. It's kind of you see Jas over waiting a nearby table, still as melancholic as ever. Kind of walks up to you and says, "Is there anything I can help you with today?"
Perhaps a small bite to eat. But besides that, how has business been?
Business is going well. Consistent flow of customers in a nice part of town. I can't hate it.
I need to come up with a bullshit reason on the fly to get Jas to.
I believe in you, homie. You got it.
Use that charisma that you've got, bro.
I know, but I need to. I need to use my charisma. I gotta first come up with a way to apply it.
Just call her over. Ask her a question.
The question is also where should all of her clothes be gathered?
Pick a spot, dude.
I've gathered you all in one place.
Ask her if she's had a donut.
This is no. This is no gift. This is
Or outside the donut place. You know, that's an amazing idea.
You have indeed come here to receive a prize.
If you have them all gather at the Steam place, they'll all be without their clothes. If you want to ambush them, then
What the hell?
Excuse
What
me.
a thing to say!
You know, you do have a point there, though. That would provide a tactical advantage. You are correct. But also consider this: a fight outside of a donut shop.
What?
You know what? I like where his head's at.
Anyway.
Anyways, Thomas is going to ask Albert.
Yes.
Well, I am glad to hear that. How has Jas been?
Right. And that is what you were asking last time. She's been fine. Gets the job done, though, I've been trying to talk with her recently to address all the problems, but she just ain't really communicating. I'm gonna be honest with you. Considering if I want to keep her around for this job or not. Not doing great on the customers.
Eridon's is gonna file that knowledge away, internalize it. Interesting. Does she seem to put them off, or is there something
A bit.
more?
She's got a bit of a deadness to her. People don't quite like.
It's
At least
not
from what I've
along.
seen.
That is unfortunate, I must say. Well, I suppose I'll take a bite to eat and then be off on my way. Thank you, Albert.
Of course. Let me get you something nice. Let me get you something nice.
Right.
How would you like semolina porridge? Or couscous?
Oh, couscous, let's go.
Here's some couscous for you. You can just subtract 7 silver from your inventory. If you would.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Alright.
All
You are
right.
served.
I'm going to eat. And then I am going to... Well, Albert already said he wasn't sure if he wants to keep her on for the job, so you know what? We're going to slide right over here.
I say around
Stone
this time
grinding
as you're kind of
noise.
moving, she finishes up and starts to head back over to the counter kind of quietly.
Eridonis is going to call Jas over. He's going to be... attendant, if I might have a word.
Yes?
I am an acquaintance of Halber's. He's told me that you're always out of this looking for some kind of work to be done and the like, and I thought I'd just spread the word on something as a courtesy, I suppose. Have you heard of I think it's Old Man Crook?
Mhm.
Have you heard of Old Man Crook and the buzz that's been going around town with his new delicacies and what have you?
I cannot say that I have.
Either way, it appears to be that he'll be needing some new hired help soon. It's a bit of a shorter sort of deal in order to deal with all the customers he's been receiving. Either way, I've heard it pays quite well.
How much?
Okay, this is where I need to draw upon all the knowledge I have of this world. In Eridonis' estimation, how much would be a good fee for an attendant to make?
I'll let you figure that out.
Eridonis has been conscious in this world for a month.
I don't think Eridonis would fully
Based
understand
solely what you've
economics.
seen on the Uncarillion economy.
Nothing. He's just gonna
Man,
grasp
if
for
only,
straws.
if only we had a newspaper to see what the economy is looking like right now.
Oh,
You know,
fuck,
I
man.
had a newspaper. I read through the newspaper, and surprisingly, it's kind of lacking in important details like economy and
Oh my god.
What? No.
what stocks are performing well. I'm not sure
No
about.
way. It's got a Farfield comic at least, right?
Oh my god.
It actually doesn't. It doesn't
What?
have
Oh my
any kind of
fucking
comics
God.
either.
Journalism is dead.
The next comic better have a comics. The next newspaper better have a comic strip, the economy, all the movie listings for the week. That better be full of everything.
You guys,
At the
you
very
guys-
least,
you
it
guys
better
really
have
gotta
stock
go talk.
information. It's got to have
You're
stock
really
information. Come on.
guy. Look, there is a variety of information, but in the
right,
description I gave you was bland details.
Okay,
Economics,
Eridonis
they're included.
All right, Eridonis gonna think really hard. Like time freezes for him. He draws upon all of his knowledge at once, and he's just gonna say, From what I'd heard, it seems to be somewhere in the ballpark of 20 gold coins. It is a bit more of an intensive kind of work.
20
I also
gold
heard that it's going to-
per-
It'll be for, I believe, 2 days of work. But I've also heard that there are some kinds of small bonuses or various other, I guess you can call them tips of a nature that are being given out. I've heard that the clientele that Lord McCook has been attracting recently with his delicacies are a little bits of a more affluent nature than what normally comes by his shop.
Tell me more.
Okay. Gang, I need to know this. I need to know this. Do you think we'll be able to handle this business tonight?
Who's worried about a devil anyhow?
I kind of don't want to get my
That's
shit kicked
that's
in.
a fucking like tomorrow problem, if anything.
I kind of don't want to get my shit kicked in by like a million clones all on my lonesome. I feel like even Eridanus probably can't handle that.
Listen, I don't know what your plan is, but if like we start this in motion today, we can talk about it after you get done with that one, and then we can all split off.
You know
I'm
what?
sure.
Okay, let's think.
Tell
What's a
her
good
show
time?
up tomorrow.
I'll be like, show up tomorrow outside of Old Man Crook's place at 7 p.m. on the dot, and then I'm waiting their jumper. I really am just becoming. The city has changed, Eridanus. He is going to say.
Let's not say that.
He is going to say. Well, I had inquired out of curiosity. I've heard that anyone who is looking to speak with Old Man Crook about this business should come by his shop. It's over in the northeastern part of the city. I think tomorrow evening, sometime after sundown, is when he's going to begin looking for laborers. I'm not sure the details of the whole matter, of course. That's just what I'd heard in passing. It could be a good way to make some money. I do hear that quite a few of the attendants who work in various other places are considering it as well, due to the fact that most of these establishments close at the hour that Old Man Crook plans on holding his strange festivities or grand opening or what have you.
Make a persuasion check. Think you have inspiration still?
I actually don't.
You should, I believe, from last session. So
He
was
wasn't
I
here
voted?
to hear that he won.
Oh,
I
well,
PM'd you afterwards, but we never added it to your sheet, so you have it.
let me see. Oh, okay.
I PM'd you, yes. It's like,
Persuasion or deception? Because that was a whole lot of bullshit too. I'd be cool, bro. I'd be cool.
you can be either. You can
Okay.
be either.
All
I'll
right,
let you do either.
I guess deception because
You
I
are
am
lying, yeah.
I am deceiving her.
That is
Very
fair. I
seriously.
honestly didn't even consider deception. Alright.
You know, inspiration's gone. Let's go.
Alright.
You know, I kind of went in on a bit of a please.
Should have brought me with you.
That's much
Corona
better.
magic.
18's pretty good, even if you didn't roll high. She'll look over to Albert with kind of a dead stare, and Albert just looks back. Yeah, she says. Can I get a raise?
Eridanus is gonna telepathically just blast Albert. he's just gonna tell him. I'm actually gonna blast him. I'm gonna use my telepathy to just tell him.
He's screaming at his.
I'm not gonna
Please,
scream.
please, make her quit.
I'm not gonna scream at him, but I am just gonna very kindly inform him. Albert, this is your good friend Eridanus. If it is in your best interest to not give this woman a raise,
Make a persuasion
remain calm.
check. Make a persuasion check.
I don't know, man. I think that's intimidation.
You know what? Or intimidation. The choice is yours. You get both. Yeah, that's fair. Both are options. That's pretty high.
In your best interest to not give this
Anyway.
woman a raise. Do not do it.
He's
Not like
gonna
we
just
unionize
kind of.
either.
You can see sweat starting to drip from his brows. He just takes his gloved hand, just kind of wipes his forehead a bit, and then says, I'm sorry, but we don't. You know, we don't really have it in the budget to afford such a thing, Jess. She says, think I'm going to take my vacation day tomorrow. All right. Sure. Take a few days if you need.
Don't come back,
She'll
actually.
just kinda look to you and say, I will be there. She goes back to waiting tables immediately after.
Do not let her unionize. Oh my god, she'd be the strongest union. There's like 7 of her.
And thus was born Eridanus, the super
Union
capitalist.
Buster.
The union busting super capitalist.
Union Buster Eridanus.
We should be the Union Buster.
I want to see Eridanus in a Teddy Roosevelt uniform now.
Okay. One attendant down, like a billion others to go.
Eridanus eats food, Eridanus says something insane. We're getting them all marked off today.
Where is Eridanus something insane? Where's the food? Oh my god.
Anyways. You head out. Meeting up with your party once more.
Has your shopping all gone well? Good to hear.
Was your conversation in the tavern productive?
Indeed, I believe I now have a date.
Congratulations.
Now the only business is, of course, gathering up all the rest of her. A whole bunch of, I suppose, sisters. Anyways,
Is that what we're doing?
yes, indeed it is. I had to get to the bottom of this matter at once.
Alright. Where are we having them all meet?
Apparently, Old Man Crook is planning on hosting some kind of a strange festivity or grand opening or what have you nearby his shop to do with his new donuts. And he's paying quite a handsome rate for attendance. Or so the word has gone around.
That's the other one by the casino. You got the rest?
Trying to think, where else did we meet the Jasses?
Alright. Location. There's one in the Sigil District. There's one in the... Last Noah is in the... Not weird. Was in the Shade, which is nearby the casino.
Hold on. I don't care.
3 locations.
One in
There's
the
4
Shade.
Jasses.
There's
One in the Shade,
this...
one in the casino, and one in the Sigil District.
Alright, okay, so we got
We saw
got
one.
one.
more than that.
the Shade, Casino. Alright, cool. So, strike through that one. Oh man, we'll get through these guys in no time. District Casino.
No, I don't think we need all of them.
I feel like we could just cause a singularity even with the 4 of them.
Singularity.
The singularity of
Universe is
chess.
singing to me!
They just form a black hole and collapsed city. Anyways.
Oh dear.
So, wait, Persephone, you said you have the one in the casino.
Yeah, we're going there anyway.
And the Shade is... I forget how
is this
close is the
tomorrow?
Shade. It's tomorrow.
Yes.
I scheduled for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
And the
okay,
Shade
so
is
we've got to
pretty
fit the
close.
bank heist and the
Shade
jazz
is
heist into the
Closer
same
to
day.
the casino.
I'll say, okay, here's what I'll say. The jazz stuff will happen earlier in the day, and then the casino stuff will happen late at the night, because that was when the casino stuff was going to happen anyways. It was late night.
I see. Well, anyways, we do need to go to the Shade and the casino. And I
There's
believe...
your time. Someone write that down so we don't forget it.
Hold on, let me just take a
Write
look
that
at
down,
And
the...
now,
write
if
that
it,
down.
and now if it turns out the law stuff is also tomorrow, we got to find out when that happens.
Look, I've scheduled
Okay, it's
to
like
meet
2
up with all the Jasses
days.
at, like, sundown.
It's an
tomorrow.
indiscriminate day. There. There, I'll... God. Okay. You guys... Fuck, the campaign wins. I'll start writing down events. I'm gonna start it now.
The campaign wins.
I'm in my notes, alright. Fucking casino nighttime tomorrow. Just...
Well, okay. While we're standing here, Eridanos will also speak to Fenzira. I'll speak to you, Fenzira. I do recall that there was another one of these attendants somewhere out in the Sigil districts. Do you recall?
I saw that one, actually.
Oh, perfect. If your business is going to be taking you towards the Steam Gardens, perhaps you can stop by the Sigil district as well, see if you can't convince the attendant there as well to bob over to this new venture or opportunity that's come up.
Yeah, if we don't meet up in the district, I can do that.
All right.
Do we want to tell the Jasses all the same thing, or...
Whatever will draw them over to the location. She's motivated by money and paying off her debts, so I'd simply spun her a tale about a very lucrative opportunity she couldn't afford to pass up. Whatever makes her tick, I suppose.
I'll figure it out.
All right. Anyways, if our business here has been concluded, Herrix, I believe we have some business in the sandstone souk.
Right, we should get going.
And I suppose we'll rendezvous with you elsewhere in this city.
Yeah.
Watch your backs, I suppose.
Always do.
Let's go.
Wowee.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. Alright, your group breaks. Muted the entire time for a while there,
Where'd you
don't
get
mind.
bingo from?
Fenzira sighs
group-
heavily.
Split the party, anyways. No, I
Split the
didn't
party,
get
we go
bingo.
shop.
I was just saying there was like a mark on the bingo. I ain't a full bingo yet. Not a full bingo. Okay, so Persephone, Fenzira, you two are going to be heading to the Sunka Bazaar, and then you're going to be going up towards the Sigil District, and then to the Steam Gardens, correct?
I suppose so.
Alright.
There's
Shwoop,
Eric's and Eridanos will be going
Uh-oh.
towards. Yep, nice.
Nice
You may-
lines, jackasses.
You can make the path, just let's get rid of these circles for now, because these feel irrelevant now. Don't worry about these. Alright.
Souk was somewhere there, right? Yeah.
Yep. Eridanos, you can go ahead and draw it. You're in Eric's path.
I think Eric's got that.
I'm on it.
I see a strange trail that your
I'm
mouse is
seeing an interesting
currently heading
trail here.
down right now.
Yeah, I approve. Eridanos is rubbing off on Eric's and his ways. That is a horrifying trail. Let's go.
Wonderful.
Was the souk over there?
Yes, sir.
Alright, I guess we go there. Oh. Oh, okay, depending on how we play this, we could actually possibly meet up at the Shade and then all go to the sauna.
I'm sure that's just the one.
I know, but
Alright, I'll say
I just got a note down in my quest.
your
Eridanos is
group would be
5-some.
able to meet up. 5-some. Your group would be able to meet up at the Shade. All things considered, if that's something your
Awesome.
group wants to do.
Then let's
Anyways,
go.
we'll get to that. Alright. Let's start with... You know what? I'm going to break from the norm a little bit here. We're starting with Persephone and Fenzira this time around.
Ooh. What?
What?
What was that noise?
Yippee!
Oh.
Yippee! Persephone and Fenzira, as the two of you
Okay.
walk, is there anything you two would like to discuss or talk about in your way now that you have some privacy? Sorry, what did I just...
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Jazz Empire.
Oh, you were saying that.
Make me a perception check as you walk and talk.
Oh gosh.
Worst.
Is what it is, I guess. Although, I mean, I don't know how to do things yet, but something tells me it's gonna be a separator. Just a hunch. Didn't really see it as like a date thing, but I guess that makes sense. So. Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But right. So I might have lied just a little. Probably don't say anything. The casino thing, that's a consortium job. It's not a just out for hire thing. Wasn't really sure how I was gonna get Eric's on it, but if he's still focused on that, well, whatever he is, that makes it nice and easy. That's exactly what I said it was. It's a bodyguard job. There's nothing else to it. Not really sure where we're gonna find time to knock off the RV, but, you know, I'll figure that out. What's a Discord? Still worried about that, what'd you call him, Volstrucker? Okay. What exactly is the last time, and why are you seeing them? Okay, now I got it. If it's leading you places, maybe should have, but in the morning, I guess. Yeah, well, if we run into it, I'll go with you. Easy. seen a lot of insane things recently, so. I mean, shadowy figures are just kind of standard at this point. You know, maybe this doesn't mean much, but, whenever I try to think back on things before I got killed the first time, anyone that I knew just kind of looks faded, shadowy. Maybe it's a past thing. I don't know. I'm not a smart one. I don't know. Throwing it out there. I hate that you marked off the angst, but
Anyways.
you know what? I'll take a bingo chart.
Any hoozles. As you walk down the street,
It could be a Green Day lyric.
Hello?
It's definitely
Hello?
angst.
Hello.
okay,
Well,
my
That
mic,
could not be a Green Day lyric.
my mic randomly stopped working for a second there. That's concerning, but you know, hey, we live life. Anyways, as you continue walking along the trail and eventually finish up your conversation with each other, you check the roofs nearby to ensure you're not being followed, watched, or guided in this case, I suppose, and feel confident for the time being that nothing seems to be amiss. Eventually you arrive at your destination. The chicken pot pie is done. I need to go pull it out of the oven.
Pie? No way,
Chicken
man.
pot pie?
Chicken
Yeah,
pot pie?
I had to go.
Chicken pot pie.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Whoa.
pull it out of the oven. You guys arrive at your
Out of
destination.
the oven?
Chicken pot pie.
Okay, I'll be back.
Holy shit, that's a lot of cities.
Can you believe it, guys? Chicken pot pie. Just now away.
That's just absurd. His gluttony is
His gluttony.
beyond comprehension.
New bingo card nerds food is done.
Guys,
Listen, chicken pot pie is more important.
on my bingo card, I have 2 lines that are 4 in a row right now.
Let's see.
I've got one line that's 4, and then I've got 2
Persephone,
lines
if
that are 3.
Persephone gets pissed off, I can get a bingo.
If Persephone gets pissed off.
I'm so close.
Fucking one of my bingos needs Eric's just something against his tenants and Ao, Maggie, Dermot, and Gal. Like, I'm not getting that bingo.
Dude,
Here's the thing. I can self-enable my own bingo right now, but I don't want to because that feels like cheating. Like, this is where I'm at. I hold the keys.
Oh my god. And Zyra,
Yeah, it really
do you
is
see
one of
these
those moments.
scars?
We successfully helped somebody. I mean, hey, depending on the status of this kid when we showed up, you might get one.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can successfully talk Eridanis out of surrendering mittens to the demon.
We're back.
We're gonna get a bunch of bingos rapid fire.
Oh god. Anyways. Back to it. Damn,
Wow,
everyone's
I
getting fucking
enabled
bingos.
3 bingos. Holy fuck!
Dude, I'm not even anywhere close to a few bingos, man. I'm fucking... God damn. Anyways, as we get back to it, the two of you arrive to the Suncut Bazaar. Let me go ahead and put you onto the map. I'll put the map on. A few of you might be on here. I'm just going to remove your tokens. You get to see me work for a bit.
You get to see me work.
See me
Earn the
work
right
it.
to work.
Earn the right to work.
to work.
Earn the right to work. Let's see.
Oh,
Quick
get
scan,
me out of the
quick
closet.
scan, quick scan. Gay. Quick scan, quick scan. Where's the token? I see it. There's someone's in here. There you are.
Someone's in here. Where?
Eliminated. Too bad.
Competition is fierce.
Plenty more gifts where that came from.
Does
I'm
whoever get
sure-
bingo first win, or are we going for total number of bingos?
I guess
First.
Oh,
the
can
end
we
of-
get inspiration when we fill out a bingo?
That's what I was gonna say.
I was
We'll
gonna say
confirm
this-
it at the
Oh,
end of
yeah.
session. We'll
was
confirm
a
it
good
at the end
idea.
of session. But whoever gets bingo first can get inspiration. We'll just I have to confirm it. But either way, let me just
Yeah, maybe at like the end of the session, we just like say if you got a bingo, you get inspiration.
no, we'll talk at the end of session. Just
'Cause
post in the chat.
I think
if you get
there's gonna be
bingo.
a lot of losers.
Post in the chat. Post in the chat if you get a bingo first. If whoever posts first is the winner. If their bingo is accurate. Either way, I'm just finishing up decorating the map here. Holiday. Because it's a well-lit building, Karma. It's a
the
well-lit...
forge. That's where the fire is.
It's a good question, ain't it? Someone's trying to unlock doors. Anyways! Finzyra, Persephone, you're up.
Wowie. No? Right on time.
You enter in right as you do. You see Shira currently with a broom in hand, just sweeping up, doing general cleanup around the establishment at the moment. You see in the other end Sastarek talking with Aloysia at the counter, seeing you walk in, just kind of doing a bit of a grunt as you do, and then nod of the head.
Alright. Hey, Finn, why don't you talk with you? I'll be right back. Just. Okay, I'm gonna pull up to the stool.
Walk up, Aloysia,
Sit down.
sitting there in normal clothes, not wearing red.
Hey, what the hell? Fucking, you should have just taken the money if you're gonna put it to work. Jesus.
What? She insisted it.
She did.
What else is there for a kid to do around here?
I don't know, read a fucking book or something? Alright, at least you didn't.
Either way, it's probably good she works one way or another. Look, she gets plenty of breaks. Just teaches her responsibility.
Today's topic: child labor.
Besides, it's not like I'm making her lift heavy barrels or anything. She's just sweeping. No. The hard work's for all of you. Pointing to both you and Aloysia. So, anything else?
I mean, not really. Still don't have any clue what to do with her.
Well, take your time. I don't mind the company.
Like, she already said she's been to the orphanages in town, so clearly not a fan of those.
Can't say I have any experience with them. I'll take your word on it.
You know anyone who's looking to take someone in, I guess? This isn't my city.
I'm sure you could always find someone, but when you're messing with people who you don't know, guess you're kind of gambling with it. Like I said, she's welcome to stay here if you want to take your time and think it through.
I think he wants to adopt her.
You don't say!
Just
Anyway,
help
get
her.
your bingos in chat. I disapproved of something. Anyway.
It should
I
be
would.
a delicate matter. We'll get to that after session. All right.
I mean, you did both get bingo at the same time, to be fair, but...
I did say whoever typed it in chat first, so.
Oh, well now. Womp womp.
Anyways.
I guess as long as she's fine with that. It's definitely better than, well, straight.
She gets fed. We got drinks. Elysia says, I never considered that charity work could be your line of profession working with our organization. No offense. Just didn't seem like you.
None taken. Listen, there's some things you just can't really ignore. I mean, what was I gonna do? Let us sleep in a tree forever?
No, that would not have been a good choice.
Exactly.
Besides, it is good for business one way or another. As long as people there believe that there was a ghost, it helps us. At least I think.
Alright. As
Just
long
kinda-
as you keep taking care of her, her staying here is fine.
She'll manage.
Same so. Tough kid. Fast learner.
Elysia will say, I am glad to see that your first job went well, though. Obviously, you may spare the details, but
Not
Word
much
around.
details to it.
word around town is that your group helped out with the local library raid.
Yeah, that wasn't really a part of the job. That just kind of happened. I don't even know where this fuckers came from.
Well, call it a convenient turn of fate. It's good publicity for your group.
Hopefully that doesn't turn out to be a bad thing.
A nice face is always an asset to have. I'm sure the leaders would agree, but that's besides the point. I cannot know their minds. It's a busy time in the city, though. I do wish you luck
Thanks.
with whatever jobs you have next. It's unfortunate that we can't talk about them openly, but my own have been going well, for what the least I can tell you. I hope that once they're taken care of, we can talk more.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice, actually. But since she's fine, I should probably get going. I have to go drag somebody out of a casino.
Of course. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Shouldn't be too hard. They really like money.
Hmm.
I just get some.
It kind of says, by the way,
Hmm.
it's Business for later. Sounds like your schedules are booked, but I talked with your party members there and just mention me and they'll know. I would like some help later, if possible.
Alright, then. Let's see what I can do.
Of course. She kind of walks up beside you as she's getting ready to leave and kind of to you. By the way, that's the most emotion I've seen Sastrek ever show in a long time. Some things are changing for the better, I suppose. For walking off.
Take your word for it. Ah. Hey, you too?
Shira kind of looks up to you and says, "Hello again."
Enjoying things around here?
It's very nice to have my own room. I have
That's
2
good.
beds in there at the moment.
I'll,
It's able
looks
to
like you
swap
can stay
between them.
here until, well, you don't want to anymore, so...
No. I didn't know you were looking for other options.
It's really just whatever you want. I don't know much about the city in the first place, so...
Pretty nice here. Sastrek is nice. He helps keep me fed and lets me decorate my room.
That's nice.
It's good to have
Yeah.
somewhere to keep all my things. None of the clientele mess with me either.
No. Anything if it changes, let us know.
Of
I gotta
course.
get going.
Okay. See you all soon.
See you.
Tell me about what you do.
Sure thing. That worked out surprisingly well. Well, it looks like we don't really have to bother finding her a place to live. Offer Jess a job. You want to take that one, actually? You look a lot more official than I do. As long as you offer enough money, I don't think it matters. Remember, down at shop tomorrow night.
Tomorrow morning.
It's
Wait,
morning. God,
Oh,
fuck.
I said
It's
not.
in the day. It's in the day. It's in the day.
Oh, I said night. I said sunset. I was like,
So
oh,
we-
okay.
We corrected it because the casino thing was
Course
happening.
correction. Chronal shift.
I posted it in the chat. We have it written in note now. We have it notated.
Annotated.
It's ready. It's up a little bit. You just gotta scroll. I'll repost it. Yep. Anyways, the 2 of you walk into the casino.
Indeed.
All right. As you do, let me go ahead and get you to the correct map. Luxorn Casino first floor. Go to map. Wow. Wow.
Walked up to the lemonade stand.
It's a nice starry day, isn't it?
Aerodon's backstory.
You have to give me a second. A few of my tokens were tweaking out because of the aforementioned fucking plutonium issues, so I just need to quickly.
Animation is my passion. An army of dead rises from the ground.
That doesn't say passion, it says Passian.
God, get it right.
Ugh. Wretched. Have you sighed heavily yet, Fun? Damn.
And map. And spectator token.
I hope that changes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can still get a bingo and be happy with myself. It's not all about inspiration. Greedy grinners.
Just quickly adjusting the music.
Don't mind me, I'm gonna go find a gambling game to play while you go pitch your ass a job. Let's see, what would be fun?
Chast isn't even
Oh.
working today, jeez.
She's here. Let's play Where's Waldo until you find her.
Where's Waldo?
You'll find her eventually.
That's a great question. Where is Waldo? There's
Oh,
Waldo! Waldo, you're right there. Waldo.
Didn't even close the door behind you entering the casino.
I thought doors were an open policy, Nerd Patrol.
Not everywhere. Wow.
The gorillas are
But
still
you
doing
mean
their
the
trap
DM?
game.
I'm sure they're weighted doors that close by gravity. Thank you.
Gorillas. That's the infinite. It's checkers now, actually. They swapped games. Alright. While we wait to see what Persephone is doing, Vanzara, in the meantime, taking care of business. You walk up and you sit next to Jazz, who's currently just sitting down at a chair, looking deeply into a mug of probably wine. Kind of looks over to you blankly. I suppose I do not mind. Who are you? Have we met? You can continue. Old man Crooks. So, who's Old Man Crook, and why did he send you to talk to me? within his budget. You know I get paid a lot around here. So can I ask you again my original question? Why me? However much I'm making is private information. And I certainly doubt this old man Cook can one-up it. Make a persuasion or deception check. I believe you do have your own inspiration, so... 10? So a 10. She'll say... Sorry, but... this doesn't really sound like it's worth my time. I have to keep making money. Kind of looks over. Newspaper. Casino's been in there a few times, I've heard. No. What is this invention? Why would the baker need an attendant? I don't know. I don't think I'm very sold. Maybe I'll get back to you on that at a later date. Okay. You're on your way. You run off. Persephone, in the meantime, just pick a table to be at before Fredzar finds you. Or wherever you'd like to be. Your group hasn't done lizard racing yet, I believe. Gambit of Ord is a multi-person game. You're muted.
Damn it. Where is Lizard Racing?
Oh, no,
Lizard racing is down south. It's the big green table.
Amen.
Where's the spectator token? There it is. It's right,
Lost them.
right here. There you go.
We love Lizard Racing.
Get up and you head over to the table. Say, security will join in for this game. Alright,
Yeah, that's
Zara,
fine.
you
We
can
can get acquainted for tomorrow.
You can show up as the lizard racing is beginning. Kurana Drensel, the Run of Luck. If you would like to enter, it's a 25 gold piece minimum buy-in.
Oh, I would love to. You know,
As you interrupt.
let's just make it an even 35.
The Fire Genasi attendant's going to say the history of the game. Welcome, one and all. So, today let me go ahead and introduce you to our race horses, or in this case, I should say race lizards. Kurana Drensel is an age-old tradition here in Marquette. We have 5 desert lizards. Some of them are veterans of the sport, and some newer bucks, ready to prove themselves in the race, to keep things interesting. I take some of these metal cages and components of my own, and we craft a metallic maze to put them in, going all the way around the track. The lizards will start in separate cages around different ends of the table and be released. Whichever lizard can make it first will be the winner of whoever bet on said lizard. Now, today we have... Okay, I'm gonna outsource here. Let's come up with some lizard names, y'all. We got purple and green. We got orange, red, and then green. So let's start with
Orange
the
one
green
is cheese.
Cheese? Does everyone agree with cheese?
I love cheese.
Alright, cheese it is. What do we got for red? Let's get some ideas.
Raspberry.
Okay.
Roaring raspberry. Green?
Grape.
Grape? Green grapes, I guess? The gyro grape. I don't fucking...
If you're any opposition to this,
The rolling. His name's Rolling Thunder. Last one.
purple one.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but grapes are also purple.
Can't say grape. Can't say grape as well for this one. It needs to be a new name.
Raisin.
Plum.
Plum. Okay. So Persephone, he'll look out and he'll say, "Today we have." I've already forgotten what the orange one's name was.
Cheese.
Cheese. Okay, I have to figure out fruit. We have cheese, raspberry, grape, and plum. Place your bets. Pick your eraser. You want to go in on cheese?
35 on cheese, please.
35 on cheese. You see the other contestants are like asking questions and looking at some of the racers, talking amongst themselves to say like, I remember this.
Not.
You know, I remember plums. You know, good racer, always successful. You know, like strategizing and planning, and then you just go all in on cheese, and they all kind of see you do this, and you see a few of them start sweating on whether or not cheese might have been the good bet to go in on, but. A few of them consider their options, and they all bet on different race lizards. Here are the rules. 1d4 will be rolled for each lizard 3 times as I describe the stages of the race. The lizard with the highest roll total wins. And those who win and bet on it double their bets as winnings, and second place gets half of their bets back. Alright?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you roll for cheese while I give rolling for the other ones to Fenzyra and Eridonis and Eric. So we have four lizards, so that's for everyone. Eridonis, you're gonna be raspberry, Fenzyra, you're plum, and Eric's your grape.
So we roll 4d4s?
You'll roll 1d4 for now, so I need everyone to go ahead and roll d4. It's 3 times. It's a simple game, but I have to describe the stages of the race. Ooh, who's spectator?
Well,
Never
that was
know.
Eric's dice, I think.
Okay, that was Eric's.
Yeah.
I believe that was Persephone, Eridonis.
There we go.
I believe in cheese.
Yeah, you do. Hold on. I just gotta write this down so I don't forget. 3 on cheese and 3 on cheese and 2 on raspberry. Alright.
I love Cam.
And I'll update these as we go along. So, as our race begins, Plum, off to an amazing start, navigates through the maze as the lizards are dropped, just scurrying ahead before any of the other lizards even have time to react. You notice, nearby, Grape begins to sniff one of the nearby walls, perhaps smelling something overhead and trying to climb up the side of the wall to no avail, just kind of making a pitiful scraping for a minute before eventually kind of falling back in and just looking around for a bit and then walking forward slowly. Next, we have Cheese, who manages to slightly get ahead of our last contender, Raspberry, if only by a little, as they both go down the same hole and Cheese ends up climbing over Raspberry's head, kind of leaving Raspberry disoriented for a moment as Cheese makes leeway. Next set of rolls. First was Zyra and Persephone. Cheese ain't winning.
He's just barely behind, bro. Give him time.
I need
Let him cook.
I need Raspberry and Grape to go ahead and roll their d4s, please.
All right.
2! Woo! Raspberry and Grape! Raspberry is the 4, I believe.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, and then Grape is the 3. So Grape's still a bit ahead. Or behind, rather. As we continue on the race, Plum still manages to just barely though, keep the lead. I did my math horribly there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. That wasn't 4. Yeah, that was 6. Oh my god, Raspberry's doing fucking great. Raspberry goes from being behind Chmeeze to eventually managing to keep up just enough to catch up with Plum, as Plum seems to get a little distracted amongst the race. However, a barricade is formed of the 2 leading lizards, and Grape and Chmeeze end up finding themselves stuck behind, trying to navigate their way through, but not motivated enough. Eventually, this breaks, however, as the floodgates open and the lizards start to go off separate directions. You see them scurry around the table, leaving little claw marks on the table as they do in certain places, and you can see other claw marks left behind that evidently show that there have been histories of races held in this here table. As it stands, Cheese is just barely behind, while Grape just somehow manages to keep himself together, taking this as more of a gentle walk than a race. Alright? Next set of rolls, and the last set of rolls. Everyone.
Cheese, okay.
Grape is gonna turn on the NOS.
Grape's gonna turn on the NOS.
That gives me 2d4, right?
No, it certainly doesn't.
I think I rolled a 4, yeah.
You know what? I'll give Grape an inspirational +1. Alright, Grape got a 2. 4, 5, 6. Alright, Plum is up by 1, so that's 7.
It's too much power. He's gonna go skidding off the edge now. Yeah, Raspberry is fucking winning 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The results are in. As the finish line grows closer and closer, these are the results. First, leading the charge and managing to make it past Plum, and in a very odd turn of events, as Plum ends up getting stuck in a different part of the maze and turned around. A fiery contender, no doubt, but unfortunately one that falls behind the wayside as other lizards take the lead. It's a tie, almost, for Cheese and Raspberry, as both of them attempt to make it to the end. However, at some point you see a fly nearby land on the table,
As it does, Cheese is momentarily distracted long enough for Raspberry to fully take the lead, Raspberry not having noticed the fly.
Aerodonus lizard.
Cheese eats the fly before eventually managing to make it across the finish line to his victory prize. However, way far in the back you see Grape, who manages to scurry and climb across the metal, trying to get over the maze as opposed to climbing around it. Now, the walls are tall, but not tall enough, as all the weight of this lizard manages to push over a large portion of the maze, knocking a large amount of it down. You watch the attendant come running over and picking up the metal pieces and grabbing Grape to go take him back to his cage. As Raspberry claims the victory, as you see the attendant picking up metal.
God, I never lose.
Another
even
exciting
in the
race.
form I win.
Lizard.
God. So I get half back because Cheese was
half
second,
back
right?
of half back of what you put in. So
Yeah. So 17.5. Ooh.
you lose money. Raker of God.
It's over. God.
As this happens, it's over. As different
Over.
members of the attendees go to talk with one another about how exciting the race has been. Zyra walks up.
Gotta go. What happened? How much did you offer her? You see Persephone just take a deep breath and just... Fen, that's not... You have to actually tell them up.
Ain't no way Aerodon's
It's fine.
who's been alive for a
We can
month.
solve this. Just wait right here. I'll deal with it.
Takes a gun out and points it at Jess.
So, fucking, as I'm walking towards Jess, I'm gonna reach into my pocket, I'm gonna pull out all the platinum I have, and then just sit on this stool here.
Oh my.
How much platinum
Hi,
would that
Jess.
be?
6 platinum.
Alright.
Somebody came by earlier and offered you a job. I don't think they really got the message across, and I'll just slide that on the table. Be there. Quadruple that. I'm gonna get up and leave before they say anything.
He's gonna get ready to talk. Make me a persuasion check with disadvantage, please.
You got it.
Disadvantage.
You got it.
You know what? No, we'll let it be normal. You already have a -5. Or whatever.
It's -4 now, actually, but no
-4.
takesies backsies.
Yeah, no takes.
Okay, now I got a D6 from my martial adept, and it didn't do jack.
He's gonna take that money and just walk away. My
You think I
goodness.
don't know that?
You're just gonna kind of stare at the money for a bit as you walk off, just kind of struck in a bit of awe.
I mean, yeah, I'm not changing what I'm doing. It should be convincing enough.
Zyra,
Anyway.
you watch the entire display.
Alright. That's not convincing. She's not coming anyway. I don't need to. Come on. I'll tell him that we paid her. Just come by, and if she doesn't, well, fuck. There's no guarantee anything happens, Fen. Get me off this map, God.
Wow, what a
No, I love Shmeez.
what a thing.
Listen, it is what it is. I knew this was gonna happen.
Done. As I head back to the map, the two of you are left to your own devices, wherever you might like to head next. It's up to you. There wasn't major discussion, but you know that is the destination point that everyone wants to try and meet at.
Yeah,
The
no discussion,
Eridanus
but
mentioned.
if you want to go there or go to
Mhm.
the Steam Gardens,
Eridanus mentioned
have-
he'd be
When
heading
did we
there,
say
but
we
you
were
know.
going to the shade? When did that happen?
Eridanus said he'd be heading there. You can choose to go there.
Okay.
He asked if you would, but it's up to you.
I mean,
You
he
can
asked
choose
me
not
to
to.
go to the Sigil District, so I mean, cross
Exactly.
wires.
You can choose.
Well, Fen, any outstanding thoughts?
has Fen had an outstanding thought yet? Who knows?
I don't care.
Your group will be heading to the Sigil District. So that'll make this a little easier. Alright?
So, just out of curiosity, Fen, was that a Fenzyra disapproves moment in the casino, or? Alright, cool.
Bingo.
No.
I already got bingo. Can't unbingo my bingo.
I can unbingo your bingo if I wish.
Too late, I won. Anyways. On to the other two. Eridanus and Eric's. God. The two of you head down the circlet walk. As you enter into this district, you notice an interesting trend. Your group's never really been here before. This is a part of the city you've stayed away from. You notice on this side in particular, buildings seem to be very cluttered together, and the streets themselves are absolutely packed around here. A point you notice is that there are many people who seem to be traveling by jumping rooftop to rooftop, and there even seem to be paths atop the roofs that aid in this method of travel.
Uh-huh. I'll point that out to Herrix, I suppose.
What a
That's
peculiar
interesting.
method of travel.
Indeed.
I wonder if it's so they hope to avoid something on the ground level.
Eridanus is going to look around, I suppose. We're on the ground level.
It seems just a cultural trend of people finding a way to avoid traffic.
Perhaps
And
this
get around
place is
quicker.
rife with pickpockets or other sorts of ne'er-do-wells.
Seems like a nice place.
Well, I suppose we'd best be on our guard then. Anyways, Eridanus is then going to cast, locate creature or person, whatever spell I was given by Darby, if we're close by at this point.
I would say after a bit of a walk, you might be.
Okay.
Let's get you right over here and say that you use the spell. You would know that Mittens is currently in the Sandstones, or at least in that direction. What the spell can tell you.
Well, I sense we're getting close to the souk and to Mittens. We should keep going. But before we keep going, I guess, Eridanus, I would like to just look around and make sure there isn't anybody suspicious following after us. Perhaps one of Darby's agents or just a pickpocket.
Go ahead and make a perception check. You're uncertain.
I am blind.
It's a very crowded district, and the method of travel does make it quite hard to track any specific individuals. Regardless, you carry on, yes?
Yes.
Eventually you will arrive to your destination, at the Sandstone Soak. Let me get the map.
Is it sock or souk?
Let's look it
Souk.
up.
Soak? Souk? Maybe it's Souk, that seems right. I don't really know. I just know that was a thing.
Soak.
Soak.
I
like
believe it's
soak.
an Arabic word.
Yeah, it's like a market.
So it'd be, I think it's souk. Souk.
An Arabic market or marketplace or a bazaar. Souk. It's souk. I looked up the pronunciation.
nice.
Oh, hello? Oh, I was
Hello.
lagging.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's souk. Am I back?
Yep.
Are you back?
Yeah.
Hello? My internet. It's bad right now. Just give me a
Hear ya.
second. Alright, we're good. I just had to... little lag spikes
I don't
every
know
once
if we're
in a while.
good, but sure.
Look, can you hear me?
Yeah?
Am I fine right now? At
Yes.
this very moment? If so, we're good. Until we aren't good again. But for now, we're good.
Anyways,
Let me go ahead and place you on the map.
It's soak.
It's soup. I looked it up. Soup. There's Eric's and there's Eridonis.
Did this devil provide a description of this character we're supposed to find?
I don't wait
Bastard,
before I talk out of my behind. I don't think he did. I don't think the contract had a picture, right?
No, it just gave you a tracking device so you could find him.
No description, unfortunately, just a means of tracking down this. Well, this target, I suppose.
we'll have
You would
to
know it's
enter
a
every
tabaxi.
building we find.
You would know it's a tabaxi you're looking for.
We should be looking for a tabaxi, one of those. Can't imagine there's too many of those walking about. Don't like these close quarters.
Perhaps if we mouse over their token, it'll tell us their name.
Well, do I see that person right there? Do I see this?
A golden... Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh my god, it's a ball sack kitty tabaxi.
You see a... you see... You see a peculiar tabaxi in fine purple clothes with golden jewelry and strange face paints currently eating a sandwich on top of a roof. Perhaps a tuna sandwich.
Ooh.
That's
Well, I'll
strange.
cast the spell one more time
Oh,
just to be
shit.
sure.
Oh.
Oh, hello. Okay.
Oh!
I'll cast the spell one more time to be sure, but I will point out I'll otherwise point out this character to this interesting tabaxi fellow to Eric's.
With the
And
spell,
also-
you are certain that is the target.
Just taking note of these. I presume these men are armed and
They do seem
loitering
to be.
about.
Armed mercenaries
seem
of
to
some
be-
variety. You don't notice any symbols specifically, just they seem rough and tumble folk talking with each other right now.
Okay,
They acknowledge you and notice you as you enter in, but they don't talk.
I see.
How do you suppose they get on the roofs?
You know, that is a good question. Wait, let me see. How? Very, very good. Oh, I see. Hold on, I think I see. Eridonis is going to, seeing a trail there. He's going to go here. I can make this jump across the rooftop, surely.
You can, it's easy.
Oh. I see these fellows are smoking on a hookah.
I don't
will
know.
leave them to their business.
They do seem to be. I can't really keep up with the spectator token at the moment.
All right, hold on.
Here, let
Let's
me
just see.
just-
I'll wait for Eric's to catch up. I don't want to.
Can you see tokens now? Spectator? Whatever, yeah, it's just whatever it is. You see the map itself for now? Here, I'll just... Here. Pretend you're there.
Oh, there's a lot of these guys. These guards.
I would also like to jump across the roof.
Make it across. With relative ease.
Looking out towards the marketplace and seeing the huge number of guards, I guess. Arizona's would just point that out to Eric. It's an awful lot of protection around this place for what seems to be rather meager markets.
I'm going to put a hand on Eridanus' shoulder.
Yes?
You know, we don't have to carry out this demon's bidding and sign this tabaxi to this contract.
Hmm.
If you do, you only run the risk of making that demon Davi more powerful.
I do wonder. There must be some reason why this demon wishes to have all of these folks signed over, these contracts. Perhaps, speaking with them, we might find some levers we could use against Darby. Perhaps figure out something that makes him tick.
That was my thinking as well. Perhaps if we find out why Davi wants this tabaxi so badly, we could find a way to hurt Davi.
Well, then I'm glad we're on the same page. Shall we?
You two walk over, and the tabaxi kind of just puts down the sandwich for a moment as he sees the two of you walk up.
Does the tuna sandwich look good?
Pretty.
Okay, noted.
Can I help you?
Alright, we're gonna whip it out immediately. Detect thoughts. Boom. I am going to use detect thoughts in order to focus on Mittens. Not actually probing their thoughts, but I'd like to focus on Mittens and track their disposition towards us as we speak, if possible.
I'm gonna whip this one out too.
We're both just whipping it out in front of this
There's
tabaxi.
A
Interesting.
very light fiendish presence upon Mittens here.
Oh.
And as for your detect thoughts, the individual seems well collected and is off-put by the fact that he's never seen the two of you before and you've come straight up to him.
What type of fiendish?
More
weapon?
wondering who you are. Devilish in some nature.
Oh, maybe
I
Eric's
think it
suspicious.
gets more specific than that.
Make me a religion check.
You know the
Or
type of
insight.
celestial fiend or undead of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity.
So make me a, yeah, you know that he's a fiend. Means. Just, if you want to know more, I'll let you, just with like an advanced insight or religion check. Do you want to try and dig it in a bit? Allowing you to get more information off of those checks. You can make with advantage and to use divine sense, I should have said. Alright. So it's still not great. It's like a waft more than a heavy aura like you've gotten off of specific demons or devils in the past. A stink. But not
Stinky.
a direct.
The stinky ballsack cat.
Just kind of leans back in the chair a bit, just kind of resting his hand on his
Alright. Well,
side.
I suppose we'll go the direct route and tell them what's up. Surely nothing bad will happen from this. Eridanus is going to say, Are you Mittens?
Depends who's asking. No, he's incredibly suspicious. Make me an insight check, Eridanus, as you're reading his mind. With advantage, because you're reading his mind.
I have a sneaking suspicion those guards are somehow on his payroll.
Okay. All you're able to really get is that he seems like he's posturing for a potential encounter of some kind.
Okay.
You aren't sure how or what he's doing.
I am Eric Stormrider, and this is Eridanus.
And I ask again? Why are you here? What do you need from me?
Well, this can go one of two routes. We have questions.
Stands up.
But we also do come as, shall we say, collectors. Though, I for my part hope, we needn't do the latter. All we have are a few questions to ask. And if everything goes well, you can get back to that amazing sandwich. Where did you get that from?
Collectors, you say?
We're really here to help you. You see, we have a
Of
mutual
course.
problem that we're looking to deal with. And we think you can help us, help you, help each other.
Get to the point. What are you here to collect, and how do you suppose you could help me do it? I'm interested.
We never mentioned collecting anything.
Didn't you just?
We hope we needn't collect anything. But, for now, Eridanus is going to... He's going to reach into his pouch and to very, very deliberately show that he's not just going for a weapon or anything. He's going to take out the contract that Darby had given him, and he's
Kind of
going
see him
to
startle a little bit as you reach in, but
he's going to unfurl it.
look at the contract knowingly. So that's what you're here.
I presume you've heard of this mutual acquaintance of ours, Darby. You recognize the contracts?
Heard of is one way to describe it. You know why you're here, and I know. So what is it
You
going
made
to
an
be?
unfortunate blunder, entering into an arrangement with him, and we want to help you out of it.
A blunder I've made, have I?
You know, I don't like how there's so many guards around us. I'm just gonna prepare these sticks of dynamite strapped
Make a
to my chest.
perception check. Make a perception check, either of you, or insight.
Just gotta prep this suicide bomb vest I have.
To
on me.
Eridanus, I'll say perception for both of you. You realize there's definitely guards moving in the area. Eridanus, you specifically realize that at some point there was like a maybe. You notice guards on nearby roofs sending signals to one another and starting to close in on the area. So, how are you going to help me with this predicament? You have the contract in your hand. I find it hard to believe you would have come here with that if not for the intention of using it against me. Or collecting on it.
Well, that's just the thing. We don't entirely feel that we want to collect, but as it stands, we still remain bound by our arrangements to this mutual acquaintance of ours. We seek to, let's say, rid ourselves of this acquaintance, and in doing so, perhaps help not only ourselves, but others. I'm quite sure you would want to be free of this little piece of parchment as well, wouldn't you? Shaking the paper. And as for your guards, all threats of bloodshed aside, even if you do get rid of us, as long as Darby remains a problem, he'll send more of his, well, of his other acquaintances here. So let us all just approach this as, if not friends, then at least people with a mutual interest in getting rid of a certain fiend.
You could be our best chance. We've encountered fiends like him before, and come out victorious every time. We've made quite a name for ourselves, all across the world, honestly. We're saviors of Vazazan and Betrayer's Rise. We were at Pomaflora when it sunk into the seas. We can help you with Darby as well.
That's
Eridanus,
only if you let us. Yep.
how honest are you being? I know Eric's being honest.
I'm pretty honest with wanting to get rid of Darby. I kind of don't want to do his
Alright.
bidding because he's stinky.
Wonderful. Since you're helping each other, it'd be advantage, but it's already a disadvantage, so one of you make a normal persuasion check.
Eric's, with your permission,
I've got a +8. What do you got?
+9.
Alright, go for it.
Oh, come on.
With advantage?
I think
Normal.
it's a straight roll because we had
It's a straight
disadvantage
roll.
before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Okay. You know what? If this goes badly,
14's not the worst.
let's see what's about to happen.
He'll kind of say, I, frankly, haven't the slightest clue who the two of you are. You can sing your own praises to me as much as you like, but as I'm sure you've noticed, I've got friends around here. I can take care of myself, and the two of you can move on to your next contract. Sound good?
Okay. We have a choice here. I don't like the choice, but we do have a choice. Actually, on that matter, with my detect thoughts hopefully still up, at the mention of us trying to take down Darby, did Mittens at least seem receptive to the idea?
Okay. Make an insight check with advantage, reading his mind. Okay. So you get a pretty exact read on him. He certainly doesn't mind the idea of taking Harvey down a peg. However, he
just
thinks
doesn't
the two
trust.
of you are not insane. He just certainly does not trust two random folk who he barely knows to be the ones to do it. At the very least, in his mind, this is giving the two of you a chance to leave. It would benefit him if you guys did do what you said, and he won't get in your way, but he certainly doesn't want to help you.
Okay.
He's just going to let this play out and let the two of you leave, is what he's currently decided.
Okay, he took the exact worst possible route. Alright.
We don't have a next contract, but we do have something that might benefit you in any case.
Kind of rubs his temple a minute amount, just says, alright. Waves his hand. Eridanos, additionally to your insight check, you can tell he's, at this point, readying himself. He's holding an action.
Does anything pop into his mind when I said we might have something that'll interest him?
He wants to see it. He's willing to see it.
What does
Can't
he,
kill
what does
him.
he assume it is? Would Eridanos know that?
I could, you know, at this point, if he's trying to, if things are going so badly, this can't possibly make it any worse. I would like to, hold on. Okay, I'd like to probe its mind. Mittens would need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yes. Oh fuck.
It's a pretty good roll.
Well, Mittens fails. He knows I tried to infiltrate his mind, and I can't get a read on him. I am going to hold my action and prepare to break people.
He's gonna look over to you and say, the dastardly thought. Leave now. There's not going to be a confrontation unless you make one. If you thuggish contractors want to take this from me, be my guest. But once you try and fail, I will take
Let
you
the
back to
record
the
show
RV
I'm
myself.
reading the tenets of the ancients.
I will take you back to the RV myself and show him that perhaps I'm a better job doer than you.
You know, I don't like this guy. I think I'm gonna, you know, there is a possibility, Eric's, that this guy's another fiend. In which case, if we beat him down, it's technically not doing any wrong.
I'm gonna put a hand out to stop you from doing anything that you're about to do. Because I can sense when Eridanos is about to fly into a rage and kill someone. Listen, Mittens, is it? Our approach was rough. We're not used to this sort of thing. Dealing with demons and contracts and all of that. We got roped into it, dealing with Darby to save a friend of ours. He was, regrettably, one of our only options.
Don't mind me.
Truly, you've reached a point in time when you felt your only option was to turn to that fiend, to ask for help that you knew you could never pay off. We only seek to set things right. To find those that Davi is trapped in an inescapable ordeal and set them free.
Look, I have no doubt that your heart might be in the right place, but listen to me when I say this. I made my deal with Darby knowingly. I'm not interested in getting any further on his bad side than I currently am in. I've taken what I need and I'm hunkering down.
Your deal with Darby, what was it about?
Would you like to know?
If we're going to part ways and never speak again, I would be interested to find out what would drive a person to make a deal with that. What did he offer you?
Make a persuasion check. He'll say, same thing he offers everyone. Power. I got what I needed, and I'm happy with it. So take what you have, and I recommend moving on. I don't know what kind of deal you made. Not interested.
What if he doesn't let you keep your power? What if we fail? He sends someone else.
Then he'll have to keep sending people until he runs out. I can keep doing this forever.
I don't know if you've looked out on the streets lately. There are a lot of gullible people down there. Lots of people who would be desperate for a deal with Darby.
I appreciate the thought. I wish you luck if you end up dealing with Darby, but honestly, I don't see how you intend for me to help you out with this in the first place. Nor do I really want to.
What we're really searching for is a chink in the armor, a weakness, something the devil's overlooked. We wouldn't ask anything of you other than to share any details you might have had with your meeting with him. We'll go separate ways after that. No blood spilled, no contracts enforced.
I'll give you a choice. Would you like to keep 13 or try and roll higher?
I'd like to try and roll higher.
Alright. I'll let you re-roll your dice. I'll take the result of whatever you get. 26. He'll say, fine. I can tell you what I know. And then you leave? Get out of my hair.
You'd never have to see us again.
Darby's bodyguards are tough. But I know where he gets them. He's paid off the Myriad. It's the reason they have firearms. I don't know if he's in cahoots with the organization specifically, or if any of their leaders owe him a deal. What I also know about him is, besides paying his mercenaries a pretty penny, magic itself is not very effective on him. Any spells you cast are likely to fail. I imagine if you're trying to take him down, that your first step would be to get him away from his bodyguards somehow. Now, I don't know how possible that will be for the two of you, as I don't imagine you have any underworld connections, but
Fortunately, we have a few.
And maybe I misperceived you, but it hardly matters. One way or another, if you want to weaken his armor, separate him from them somehow. You're always being watched by him, likely. I find it hard to believe he will not have seen you leaving this place. In some way. Despite only being at the casino, he is in much more places around this city than you think. He doesn't like to put himself at a disadvantage. However, I know a few of the other of people that he is indebted to, or indebted to him. I recommend working on your pitch a little bit. Walk around the city, talk, find some folk who might be willing to tell you more. I know what I know, but I'm sure there are many people with various interactions with him who could tell you a lot more than I can.
We're counting on it.
My personal recommendation, if you have connections, would be to speak to the Myriad. There's a place you can go. It's not far from here. But I can't give away the information of that so easily. There's a password, and if you go to the Sandstone Soak, sorry, my bad, Lyra's Linens, you should be able to meet someone who can get you in contact if you know the right phrase. I won't tell you this phrase, however. That'll be up to you to get it. I'm sure there are plenty of people there who have had ill interactions in the past. I myself am not affiliated with these groups. Not directly. So don't bother trying to use my name as leverage. It won't work.
You didn't strike me as the type to be associated with them.
I'm shocked. Maybe you misread me. It hardly matters. You've got your information. Now go. And don't come back unless you're here to buy something next time. And don't come back here unless that devil is dead.
You never told me where you got that sandwich from.
I'm sure you can find a sandwich shop nearby. If you look just hard enough. But I'm not going to help you anymore. I would prefer it if you would leave. We can talk more once you've actually proven that you're capable of doing what you say.
Very well.
Oh my god, there's a ladder right there next to the mercenary.
Mercenary kind of just gives you the look as you're exiting.
Yeah. Get in line, buddy. I can't seem to climb down this ladder. I guess I'm scared of heights. Oh.
Skill issue.
More like scaling
Made it.
issue. Okay. Well, after that little encounter, let me just take this down in my notes. Lyra's linens?
Mm-hmm. You need a passphrase that you were not aware of.
I'm sure we can just walk in there and bully them for it.
I'm sure the two of you leave the location. Yeah, that'll work. All right. What is your next step? The two of you.
That went better than expected.
Indeed it did. There's linens.
Thought for a moment there we'd have to fight our way out again.
One does hope the rest of Darby's contracted folk aren't this hostile. But one's hopes can always be dashed.
Lyrian linen. My bad. Lyrian.
Lyrian linen.
Mhm.
Okay. So we gotta pull to the Lyrian linen, get a passcode, and from there, I don't think I caught everything for that.
He just said you mentioned having your own contacts. He told you to go meet your contacts, figure out the code, and once you get there, you'll be able to potentially talk with some of the leaders of the Myriad. And maybe some people who are contracted to him themselves who could give you more information, especially on his
Myriad?
bodyguards.
Hold on.
Mhm.
And we are supposed
You were
to
told that
deal
he
with...
gets his bodyguards from the Myriad.
Yeah, but hold on. I'm just trying to pull the right notes here.
Guards reminded me of the Clovis Conclave, the mercenaries we encountered way back before Palma Flora.
I didn't see any kinds of symbols on them.
They seem to act in a similar manner. I suppose that's mercenaries for you.
Strength in numbers, and intimidation from said numbers. Well, either way. I just have to think about where we're going to go next. We could head to the Suncut Bazaar, see if we can't set up another meeting with the consortium, get our hands on that info, and then head over to the Linens, but I'm just trying to remember. The Myriad were not the guys that we needed to dropkick on behalf of the city.
That was the veil that you
The
needed to
Veil,
drop kick.
yes.
If we need a connection with the Myriad, I think we might have a way in. Mayo
Do tell.
Jumbo's group had a run-in with them earlier. Perhaps they are familiar with the password.
Perhaps they are. Now, what do you reckon the odds are that they'll make their way back to the Step-Aside Tavern this evening?
Fairly unlikely. We might have to track them down elsewhere.
At the moment, because of information you got before, you know they're currently out of the city on a mission.
Oh,
Desert.
yeah, they were in the desert. Great. Well, in that case, our best bet might be to try to get to Fenzira to see if she can't send them a message. Otherwise, we'll have to head out to the desert and see if we can't find them. Or we'll wait for them to arrive back.
Fenzira or another wizard could perhaps send them a message.
Here's what I propose. We do have some other contacts, as unsavory as you find them, with the consortium. If we can head over to the Suncut Bazaar, we can see if we can't wrangle that information out of them. If they send us some more busy work or the like, we can always head over to Fenzira. But it's worth a shot. What did you say? Exploring all of our options?
I think if we ask the consortium for help, they'll ask us for something in return.
One can always hope they'll give it to us out of the goodwill of their hearts.
I've had enough run-ins with them to realize that goodwill of their heart doesn't really exist.
Well, it's always worth it. Wait a minute. So you guys got the Jaspers at the casino.
Maybe.
Potentially. Not likely. And the Shade. No. Where is the Shade? Hold on.
Shade's right here.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to...
Do you have your markers turned off?
yeah, I haven't turned off. Here we are. Hold on.
Skin cat. I just looked up Bingus.
Skin cat.
Bingus.
Okay, here's what I
Okay.
propose. We head over to the Shade. I'll collect my Pokemon. And then we keep going. And then we keep going to Suncut Bazaar. See if
All
we
right.
can't get any information.
Two of you will
And
be
then
heading
we-
to the shade.
And then we see if we can't play catch up with Fenzira.
Mm-hmm. Stephanie and Fanzara.
I think
Alrighty.
Tea Gardens after that.
Then in that case, you'll be on your way to the shade. Before we
I
arrive
can't
there,
believe Eridanus, who was born like a month ago, was somehow able to exercise better manipulation. Manipulation than Fenzira when it comes to bribing people.
meanwhile, the other two of your party members, one of them walking up to Jess like it's a drug deal and then walking away. Actually, we're like, here's the money, be there. Then walk
Yeah.
off. Like,
That is exactly what I did.
anyways, I gotta use the bathroom before we get to the next destination, so I'll be right back. Everyone may take a break, get water, or
It
use the
was-
bathroom, whatever. Hear me.
It was a demand. It was show up.
That was some like, dude, I don't even know.
I already
like
gave
some,
him the pitch. I wasn't fucking around.
That was like some Sean Diddy
Not a
Coombs
good
type
pitch.
shit. You were like, here's some money.
Good cop, bad cop.
It's
No, it's more
awkward
like-
cop, that cop.
Also, I really didn't want to spend another 10 minutes trying to convince Jess.
You go up there. Hey, do you need money? Guess who's giving out money? Crook. How much is he paying? More. How much more? Insert gold
More.
amount here.
I don't know. How much do you get paid?
Oh my god,
my-
fuck you!
my
I just
ass
wanted
walked
to
in there,
offer
I
her
was
more
like-
than what she's getting paid.
My ass walked in and they were like, how much is he
That's what
paying? 30
traffickers
gold.
do.
30 gold plus tips. And the people there are rich, so they're gonna tip you. Be there or be square.
I'm
Look.
just saying, we handled this cat pretty well.
I just wanna put
I
for
think-
the
you know, I think
record.
that when Eridanus and Eris are on the same page, they kind of work well together.
I just want to put for the record, I'm willing to help you with your, like, weird thing that you want to do, but I'm not willing to, like, fucking hand her my money. Because I know I'm not getting that back, and I just got my money.
You actually might get it back.
Bro, you have 4,000 gold. What are you doing with it?
I just
Just-
got that!
Where'd you get the 4,000?
I just got
Wait,
it!
when?
I sold the Cloak of Protection!
Oh, yeah. Ah, look at Persephone.
Could
Hey,
you
Persephone.
imagine being like so unbelievably rich that you don't want to give like a shilling
I
to the
just got it
Oh my
after
God.
being
To
the
the poor.
poorest
Dude,
member in
it's
the
making
party.
sense.
poor? Shilling to the poor, a
We're
fraction
literally-
of your wealth.
It's where literally Eridanus just pulled up and was
Fanzara's
like,
It's
actually
not my
doing this.
problem. This
No,
is something
but
that he
Jeffrey
wants to
Bezos?
do. I'm
No, it's
not
crazy.
invested.
Fenzira
Bezos!
is like, Fenzira's super rich and doesn't want to give any of her money
Oh
to the
my
working class.
God.
And Eridanus pulled up like, hey, Albert, you should not give your workers a raise. You also shouldn't let them unionize.
I was just like saying, yo, whatever they're paying you here, he's
Jeffrey
gonna pay you
Benzo.
double. She didn't care about being paid more than what she was being paid there, so.
Bro, you didn't even tell her what she was being paid.
How the fuck are you supposed to negotiate giving somebody more money than they're currently making if they won't tell you what they're making?
They're a college student commoner. They make fucking like pennies.
How the fuck am I supposed to know?
Fenzira,
How
You're
much
a
they're-
college student.
make fun of her
Okay,
being rich,
but
bro.
I don't know what the
Society
economy
here,
is here. Like
Nvidia.
Nerd said, a poor person
Bad.
wears silk.
And you know what? Silk is not that much money
Oh my god.
to us. 'cause
I'm
we're
wearing
adventurous.
silk clothing right now.
Yeah, and it costs you a fraction of what you have. Exactly.
Oh my
Looking
god.
forward to pulling that last card and just turning to ash.
Fucking
That's one
sue
way to
me
get
for
the
not
party on
wanting
the
to.
same page.
Y'all weren't successful either, so I don't want to hear it.
What do you mean weren't successful? Either?
You
We
didn't get him to
succeeded.
sign the thing. You didn't get him to go with you. He fucking
My
told you to fuck
entire
off.
goal- My entire goal was to get him to not sign. the
Okay,
thing.
you were successful. Overall, not really, because you were trying to
We
get
got
him to
some
go with
pretty-
you.
I mean, I came up to him, I was like, I need information. This man gave us information in the end. It took a whole lot of like hemming and hawing. You should leave. I don't think you're strong enough. I'm gonna kill you because
At the end of the day, it just came down to a dice roll, and we both didn't do good with the dice rolls that
We got
much.
a 26.
That's good for you, fucker. That's amazing. You still didn't. You still got skepticism from him.
There's a skill difference here, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I have a 10 charisma.
Darby's weakness.
Simply a matter of skill.
I have 10
One must
charisma.
imagine Sisyphus happy.
One must imagine Finzyra having more than a 10 in charisma.
God, we really took the two most persuasive people and just put them together in a single party. My goodness. It's 9 in deception and persuasion. Eric's is like a +8 at least in persuasion. Maybe deception? I don't know.
We also dumped Int and Wiz, so.
I got 12 int and 12 whiz.
I'm smart, but I'm not wise.
The only stat of mine that's in the thing is a strength, because apparently when I was resurrected, they didn't include my my rippling musculature.
I got book smart, not street smart.
Harrryyyson was jacked in his previous life. He had a 6-pack, a 12-pack even.
You guys
Wow.
see him walking up there and signing the death warrant for a guy called Mittens. You're mistaken.
Did he have claws?
I don't think we checked. He literally was just like a ball sack kitty. My girlfriend calls them ball sack cats because they're wrinkly.
If they ever get a cat, it's gonna be one of them skin cats.
That's genuinely the only cat that I could have because I'm allergic to cats. And they're
I just think they're still
they're
goofy
spin.
looking.
I
Gotta put on
know.
little sweaters. Gotta put
I
lotion on them
know.
all the time.
Yes, but my girlfriend doesn't like them, so
So
I'm
high
not gonna have
maintenance.
one.
But they're so dumb looking. It's worth it.
Look at the
They're
wrinkles.
adorable. They're adorable.
Bingus are either the cutest thing you've ever seen or horrifically ugly. There is no in between.
Even the horrifically ugly ones.
Just like the raw chicken cat it's like such a vibe.
Yeah, shrinkers.
I didn't order raw chicken.
Don't take that raw chicken to Springfield. It will not go well.
Oh my god.
I've gotten off all of the things on the bingo card, except for the ones that just definitively will not happen today, and the one that I control when it happens, so...
I wonder when.
How many bingos have you got?
Just the one.
I've got 2.
Here's how our bingo be looking. Bingoing to hell.
Well, let's see.
Not too
Religious encounter.
That's a
I-
however.
I choose to believe that the lawful good paladin coming in contact with a fiend or
How did
religious encounter.
Eric's... No, Eric's just in Brodium located? No.
Yeah, I didn't count that as a religious encounter either.
Alright, that's fair.
Did we successfully help someone?
It wouldn't have
Eric's
mattered because I
disapprove. Did
wasn't
Eric's
going to get a
dis- did
critical
Eric's
role
disapprove?
reference, but... Of, fucking getting the signature, yeah.
I guess I disapproved too because I wanted to throw down Loki, high key.
Disapproved of.
Hey, I got a
like,
third
the
one.
apple
Let's
guy.
go.
What does this world come to when Eric disapproves of Eridanis throwing down something that has a vague whiff of fiendishness upon it.
But we know what the fiendishness is from.
Okay, but hypothetically, what if Mittens was like a fiend? Like he was like a lesser fiend that got conned.
It's probably just a fiend warlock.
Yeah, probably.
Both of us are warlocks. We know what that's like.
Honey, we are in a different tier of warlockery.
We're both warlocks. We know what it's like.
Welcome back.
Of course we're warlocks.
We're warlocks. Of course.
Oh yeah,
You don't
that's
even
the one I was trying to look for. Yeah,
You don't
of course.
even Eldritch Blast.
We're
Warlocks. Of course we cast Eldritch Blast. we're warlock guys. Of course we cast Eldritch Blast.
We're
I'm gonna do one.
warlocks.
I gotta
Of
do
course
one
we
of
make
like.
deals with fiends.
I'm gonna do one of those with Eridanis. Be like, "Oh, warlocks, of course," but then it just cuts away to some lost media type shit.
Oh my god. Anyways, back to it.
Yippee!
For now, we'll keep it going with Eridanis and Eric's for a little longer. So,
Okay, I just gotta go in there, flirt with Joss. It's all good. Yeah, Eric's. What
Maybe
if
you'll let me
you?
take a crack at it?
What if you take a crack at it? You're a convincing guy.
shops in major districts.
You're a
The shape.
charismatic fellow.
Yeah, I'll have a chass eating out of my hand.
Exactly. That's exactly what we need.
Oh dear.
God, I love how I've managed to rope all my party members into helping me lure a whole bunch of women to a donut shop so I can cause like a magical singularity.
As the two of you arrive to this destination, you see the building, the hustle and bustle as ever. You see Jas currently just standing a bit to
Wait a
the
minute.
side, just watching the performance be played, and as she kind of notices the two of you walk in, she just says, under her breath,
Wait a minute. I think this might be Jas Prime.
this is the expressive one, as you're aware.
This is Jas Prime.
She seems to have
Prime.
a bit of a worry upon her face, seeing the two of you, and just kind of,
Okay. Eridanis is going to telepathically tell Eric's.
looks over to the dancer, just shares an exchange.
Perhaps it's best if for the time being we split up to not set her at odds if the two of us both come up to her at once.
I don't think I can respond, right?
No, Sir Eridanis will act. Just give me a sign. Of some kind.
I'll go over to the counter and not stand on it, but maybe lean against it.
You lean against the counter. Cook's gonna walk up to you. Can I help you?
Yes, actually, we're looking for interested parties who might be in the market for extracurricular activities. Extra work, as it were.
Yeah. Say, don't I know you two?
We were here once before. We talked to an Aloysia. But that's besides the point. I'm wondering if you wouldn't mind if we advertised to a few of your locals.
It's a quiet day. Don't interrupt any of the... Don't interrupt anyone who's currently in a room. You can talk with anyone who walks in or out. But... for advertising fees, just give me 5 gold and we'll call it even.
Well, put 5 gold on the counter.
He takes it and says, "You got your permission. You can talk to workers so long as they're not busy."
Thank you very much.
Right.
Eridanus will order a drink. Will I have been able to overhear this, or would I just have seen? Okay. Eridanus will just reach out to this barkeep and order a drink, and then ask, I guess, begin inquiring whether he might be interested in making some money, just as like a show that we're not just going after Jazz.
Says, "Oh, I've been considering going to school for a while." And, trails off into a bit of a conversation story about his life. He's very talkative.
I'll listen gladly.
And as that's happening, Eric's, you walk over to Jazz, who kind of just looks at you with a side eye as you're approaching.
I won't walk over to Jazz, but I'll like loiter by this plant here and look over at Jazz and say, "We've met before, haven't we?"
Yes, you and your friends were here.
I suppose it's a slow day today.
Bit, yes.
How's work been?
It's been good. What do the two of you want?
Nothing that concerns you, I'm sure. But we're here advertising for a new opportunity that just opened up on the other side of town. Supposed to pay very, very well.
Make me a deception check. With a disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
This is Jazz Prime.
Jazz Prime.
My God.
Hold on. She has to make a roll as well on this instance.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to bring this barkeep over to the Jazz meetup. I have an idea.
She'll look at you and she'll say, "What is it that you two really want?" Seeing you walk up.
Eridanus will just tell
"What is this about?"
Eric's. Well, I've got one person interested in Crook's offer. He's gonna nod over to the barkeep over there.
Excellent. I'm glad that he took you up on it. Crook needs all the help he can get.
The last time the two of you
done
came...
here? Oh, I think I've seen you before.
Kind of says, "The last time the two of you came here, you were asking questions about me, and now you're suddenly here on a job. I'm not buying it. Just tell me why you're here."
We've moved on from that. We're working for someone else now. A donut shop proprietor by the name of Crook.
Kind of looks at the two of you unamused.
Eridanus is going to give a look to Eric, like he's confused about her whole suspicion of us. Well, all that aside, even, well, adventuring types such as us do have slow days, And there are plenty of jobs here that don't require the sword or the spell.
Listen, if you're not interested, please don't take us up on the offer. I'm sure there'll be plenty of more people through here who will be quite thrilled to hear about what Crook's got cooking up in his new kitchen.
Either way,
I'm sure the two of you have great business. I mean this not to offend. But if you can't just talk with me honestly, then I'm not interested in your offer.
She's too intelligent, bro. She knows too much.
I almost wonder what if the clothes are more stupid. Eridanus is going to reach out to Eric's and ask as much. Do you think we should come clean with her, or should we push the charade a little bit further? I'm afraid we'll...
I just said, honestly, it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
Sure. So when will you start? You're the ones who were asking questions about me earlier.
When is your break? We're not supposed to disturb you when you're working.
She looks around. It's now. She'll start walking.
I guess I don't have the ledger anymore. I could still tell her we know.
What do the two of you want?
We know, or I know about your dealings with Harrryyyson, and then some.
Kind of look of recognition goes over her face in a bit of a worry.
I understand that you've had multiple. I don't even know what word to put. I suppose homunculi, simulacra, clones, many words for such things. Copies of yourself running around in this town. Has it ever occurred to you that people might begin asking questions if they frequent multiple of these locations? Well, either way.
Okay. You're right. I knew this would come back to bite me eventually. Yes, people have been asking questions. I was hoping I could just ride by and that the problem would sort itself out.
Well, unfortunately, the problems come to you now.
I assume
As
the
it
two of you were
stands.
interested in that business the last time you came over. I was hoping you would have just moved on by now. But clearly, you're a lot more persistent.
Indeed.
Why give all your clones the same name and same personality?
I didn't really get to choose.
Who did make the choice for you?
Them, I guess? Look, I'm willing to be honest about it. If I can just ask why you're so invested in this.
Because, as unlike what you think, it seems to be that Harrryyyson was not the one who had actually carried out this spell. There is some other power at play, some other power that you've involved yourself with. I intend to seek it out. In order to do so, however, it would seem we need to bring you and whatever copies of yourself that you have all together in one place. I intend to draw out whatever thing has created all of these copies.
That sounds crazy.
We've been accused of worse before.
And in this case, we might actually do some good with our insanity. My insanity. Either way, I intend to draw this thing out. And, if you do have your doubts about this, you said that you had some money problems. I understand that's what might have driven you to take in such dangerous games in the first place.
Alright.
Help me
You
draw
would
this
assume
thing out.
correct.
Help me draw this thing out. And I will help you with whatever problems you have that led you down this path in the first place. We both walk
will
away
help
happy.
you.
There you have it.
Both of you.
2 allies.
Make a persuasion check with advantage. One of you. Wow.
Scholars, give me a nat 20 and my life is yours.
Your life is theirs. She's gonna look to you and both of you for a moment. She's gonna say, if you'll help me with this, I'll comply. I didn't want this to happen. I don't know how to fix it.
We
So
can
you
figure
have
it out
any-
together.
Say that again?
Yes, Eric said you figured out together. Eridonis was just going to ask, how many copies of yourself have you made?
I think there's only 3 other... I think... Look, I can tell you the whole story. If we head back to my place, I have the item.
Right.
Whatever thing did this. It's a mirror I was given.
Did we see the mirror? Did anybody see a
No.
mirror? One? Oh,
This
okay.
was never like a thing in the shop. This is something she has that she said she's
We
willing
were-
to show
we
you.
were told about the mirror, but you never saw
Mhm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, in that case, Eridanos will just explain. Well, he seems to track with what we've seen so far. I've managed to get one to agree to head over to Crook's shop. Do you have any way of actually contacting these other copies of yours? Or do we need to go around and do this charade with all the others?
It's unlikely they'd be willing to talk to me. Like I said, let's walk. I'll show you the item. I don't know if it'll help you, but maybe it can. I don't want it anymore.
Alright,
It feels wrong to have it.
then let's walk.
Could take
And
you.
look at us. Look at us, these positive influences in the community.
Is that what you call yourself?
Something, alright.
Public menace number 2. Anyways.
We've helped 2 people today.
We actually have. You're right. You know what, Eric's? I think this deserves some kind of a celebration, or some kind of a reward.
The roses and all
I'm gonna
thorns.
give Eridanos a Scooby snack.
Wow.
Awesome.
Heap of cookie.
This is how you convert Eridanos to the light.
Are you training at Eridanos? Are you giving it positive reinforcement for his good deeds?
This man's partaking in outward conditioning.
Does it work?
You know, it might be.
It doesn't work.
Let's walk.
My god. Okay. As you walk along, she tells you the story. She says, so it's like this. I was in school debt. I needed money, and I heard about the weird shop that I just wanted to check out with a few friends of mine. We just wanted to go over and see what it was about. Fun little oddities. We all went in, and a few of them ended up purchasing some things, you know? Like, I can hardly remember. Just little knickknacks that had magic effects. I talked with Alice
It's
again.
free until you find out about what curses it carries.
We heard, but we thought it was just some sort of gimmick. And it didn't really... They weren't that bad. At least when my friends took them, it seemed nice. But... I talked with Alizakam about my issue. Maybe I shouldn't have, I don't know. He told me he had just the item for me. A sort of mirror that could allow me to focus on multiple tasks at once, something to help me multitask so that I could work more jobs and make more money.
Little knowing multitasking meant multiplying yourself, it seemed.
I guess. Eventually you arrive at like a small apartment-style complex where it's just multiple houses connected to one another on a ground level. Doesn't seem to be multi-floored. She walks into one of the nearby buildings and she steps out after a little bit with a magical, ornate-looking mirror with a starlight gleaming in its surface. She says, I don't recommend looking into it too much, but when I used this thing, it's made more of me. From the mirror, they were like shadows or something. They just magically popped into existence, and I was confused. They seemed confused as well, but they just walked away. And now I'm starting to hear that they've been taking up jobs around the city, buying houses. People keep coming to me with questions. Just don't know what to do about it.
Well, perhaps we can help you with it. We've
Yeah,
been
perhaps
looking
we
into
can.
these clones, copies, mirror projections, whatever you call them, and to Alakazam himself.
It seems to be that Alizakam, he only acts as an intermediary for these sorts of things. As we've said, there's another power which created these copies, might have even created this artifacts. Alizakam only acts as a frontsman for these kinds of things. As it stands now, however, He had told us that breaking this enchantment, or perhaps infusing this magic, would help us draw out whatever creature you've found yourself entangled with. If we draw it out, perhaps there is a way to be rid of all this without any need for violence or other dangers. But that would involve you having to be there. We need to draw out your other copies, and bring them over into one place so they can all see each other. As it can, and I suspect that will confuse this artifact or these copies. Will you help us with this?
Fine. If you think it can fix this, and you truly believe it, I'd be willing. I think I know where the others were. But it might be hard to convince them. They only really seem interested in making more money and doing their jobs.
We managed to convince one already with the promise of pay. I think our friends might be able to convince the others.
I hope.
But we'll have to see. We have until tomorrow morning. That's when we've set this meeting date. I suppose we'll have to move quickly.
I guess I'll get ready. Where will we be going?
Well, we had said that we were planning on bringing all of these attendants to Old Man Crook's shop. I suppose we'll have to go there. Head over there. I guess we didn't specify an exact time, but I guess I figure we have one in mind, so I would just relay that to Jess.
Would you be able to get the day off work tomorrow?
Alright, just... I could get a room nearby temporarily. I'll have to ask for a bit of a loan.
Of course, Harrryyyson will reach into his pouch and he will take out, he's going to take out 50 gold. 50 gold coins. He's going to pass it over to Jess.
Just thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll spend it well.
Once this business is over, we can discuss your problems with this school debt as well.
I really just need good work. I didn't really think I was going to be good enough to get jobs at any of these places, but turns out the jobs are being taken by my clones now. It's kind of insulting.
We'll wait for you nearby Crook's place tomorrow morning. Hopefully by then we can gather up the other copies and put an end to this.
I can only hope.
Foolery.
If this can come to an end, I'm willing to see it through. Thank you.
Right then, we have our work cut out for us. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Place your confidence in us, Jess. We won't let you down.
I hope you're right. I'll see all of you tomorrow. She starts to walk away.
Yeah.
Alright. Holy moly. We got this. We're actually doing this. Alright, let's keep going, I suppose.
The two of you would like to head too?
I guess we'll have to make a trek to the casino and then to the Sigil District. And then I guess we'll just head to the casino and then follow after Persephone and Finzyre's path.
Yeah, just to make sure that the casino clone is going with the plan.
Yeah.
Of course. The two of you will head to the casino and we'll probably take care of what's happening at the casino next session. So for now,
Okay.
we're going to get to Persephone and Finzyra, and we're going to wrap up with seeing what kind of business they get into for the rest of the day.
Convince one more Jas, and by that I mean not convince them, and then we're done.
Go up to the next Jess. Here's 30 copper coins. Be
30 copper.
Just
Oh
walk
my
away. She's
gosh.
like, wait,
30 copper.
where am I supposed to be? You just walk away without saying.
What the hell do you mean?
The two of you pass by the Skyport on the way to your next destination, the Sigil District. On your way there, you see airships beginning to fly overhead. Business, albeit slow, is starting to pick up slightly again. Though you notice the airships that are taking off around this time are government at the very least. Things from city officials, not loose merchants that are flying in. Things are resuming, as they need to, and there are guards stationed everywhere around the skyport. But you pass by as safe as you can, eventually making it to the Sigil District itself, proper. Let me get you on that map. Shops and major districts, Sigil District, activate map. See what's going on here before I release you into the world.
Okay, Governor.
Okay,
Girl, mate. Girl, minute. Choo.
Okay.
Shaka. We have a lot of kobold corpses to take here. Alright, I'm good. I handled this map earlier. What's so fun? What am I missing out on?
Nothing.
What's going on?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
No.
Nothing's going on.
Karma's juggling too much. Aha!
Why'd you delete me?
Gone.
What the fuck did I do?
The atoms.
What the?
Wahahaha.
Ruined it for everyone, Karma.
What the fuck? I wasn't even the one that started pinging you. That was Keaton. I just joined in
You
the pinging and then I started giggling.
You giggled, you ruined it.
How dare I enjoy my life?
You ruined it. You're not supposed to giggle.
I'm not supposed to
Giggling is
enjoy your life.
This is D&D. This is not funny, guys. This is not a
This is
game.
serious business.
This is not a game. Some sort of game to you.
We don't like jokes around here.
It looks like some sort
God.
of a joke. Get on with it. Play the game.
Some sort of joke.
Get to it. Play the game. D&D.
Bro, you're moving one step at a time.
Bro, fucking, it looks more normal.
Stephanie runs into a full
Ooh,
sprint
that's
off
so
into the... breaks off into a sprint.
Fuck.
I'm looking.
Once-
What am I looking at?
Everybody's a critic, man. Holy shit.
I am.
Leave me alone.
Everyone's a
Everyone's
critic.
a critic. Squellium. God.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, hopefully this conversation goes better than the other one.
It's gonna be fine. She's right up here. College student tavern or something, I don't know.
As you enter in, you happen to come into a bit of hushed silence as it seems like a bit of a performance is coming to an end as you see Druval, the library keeper, on stage recounting some book that he seems to be holding on to, as well as the adventures and adverts of what happened the day prior, which he seems to be telling the entire establishment to an odd audience.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it comes to an end about the time you enter in, and he'll just kind of walk away with a bit of a hushed crowd, and people will start walking up to ask him more questions.
Somebody's getting popular. Just take a seat at a nearby table, because Jas is an attendant, and we'll come over and serve.
As the two of you do that, you see Druval, before answering some questions, looks over to the two of you, recognizing Yuf and Zyra, and just kind of says, "Wait 1 second." Starts to walk over to the two of you. "Hello. You were
Hi.
the two that helped. Well, you were there when the kobolds attacked."
Yes, I was.
"Perfect. You're just the people I was looking for. Do you make a business out of helping people with problems
I mean, sorta.
Something like that, I guess.
Well, if it's a habit, then I think I have a problem I might need help with. It's more personal, don't worry, there have not been more kobolds. There are guards in the establishment at the moment trying to help clean the place up and make sure everything's fine.
Alright, well then what seems to be the problem?
Kind of takes a book out and puts it on the table. Before I mention this, I need to quickly do some research into my own writing here. Hold on a second.
He doesn't want minor spelling mistake.
No. Getting this one yet.
It's way too late for that.
Here it is, okay. You see the book is titled A Poetic Guide to the Prime Gods, Volume 2. He says, it's about my book. I've been a fledgling author for some time, you see. Writing my own stories to help people better understand the gods in a more entertaining format. A lot of religious tomes I've seen are just simple, but plain. This is a way to get the point across easier. Tells little stories and poetic verses. I don't know if you've seen it before, but I'm pretty proud of it. Either way, some of the newer copies I had written that haven't yet been published have gone missing ever since the kobold attack. I don't know if they were trying to steal my books, but they did. And I can't imagine but wondering where in the city they've ended up now. I can't obviously ask you to go out of your way to look for them specifically, just if you happen to find them, it would be wonderful. I could, if you want, even help you get some free copies.
I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to look at books.
Wonderful. Just if you happen to be in the area and notice, like I said, have no clue where they are, if you're magic or anything. I can also pay you. Of course. But, we'll talk about the price if you can actually get any information on it in the first place. Does that sound good to the two of you?
Well, I can't say I'm much of a book person, but that'll do you some good.
Wonderful. Wonderful. You're a book person yourself, Zara?
I mean, I studied a lot, so I've read my fair share of books.
Okay, studied. I could help you if you need help getting school books. Call that a fair trade. You help me get some of my books back, and I can get you any of your school stuff.
I don't go to school here, per se, but...
Oh. Are there any books or literatures that I could help you get?
Maybe if there's any interesting spells. Fuck you, I'm already doing it.
Good. He's going to say, spells, you're a wizard?
I mean, Lily looks down at myself. I would think that was pretty obvious, but yeah.
I don't know, there's some strangely decorated folk all around. I didn't want to be presumptive. Yeah, if you could help me get these books back, I could help you get some spells. We have all sorts of old dusty spell books laying around, and I'm sure we could allow you to study a few of them, and I could pull some from the restricted areas, see what we have in our personal collections. Nothing illegal, of course, just what we have.
Alright.
The law bearer, of course, would not smile upon it if it was illicit.
That's fine. That should do.
Thank you. The two books that I lost should be, actually, it'd be 3 at this point. The volumes numbered 4, 5, and then a special copy I've been kind of working on that is a bit of a guide to the betrayer gods. People should be informed one way or another, even if they're bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Help people understand why they're bad.
I can see why you need to get them back.
I believe that if the books come back to me, that the Rathas would have smiled on my efforts. I hope the Lawbringer can guide you in your journey to helping me retrieve these tomes. If you do, we'll talk spells. But until then, I should go. I've just been walking around town letting everyone know what's been going on. Blood's kind of still rushing from yesterday. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Take a break.
Of course.
Walking away under my breath, just fucking. He is never seeing those books again.
What the fuck?
That he's not.
Bruh, I have a spell to find objects. Fuck you.
The fucking kobolds got their hands on him. They're either chewed up or pissed on, one of the two.
At least retrieving them and giving them back to him will be what he asked for.
Bro can't even do the fetch quest.
Dude, what?
I didn't say we're not gonna do the fetch quest. I just said that he ain't seen them
Can't
again.
even find the Koroks.
I'm just saying, he's not gonna see him again. That shit's
Thank
gone.
God. Anyway.
Eventually, Jas will come over to your table. Is there anything I can help the two of you with today?
Yeah, just a couple drinks. Oh, wait. Jas, right?
Yes.
You, go to the college here, right?
Kind of thinks for a minute. Yes.
Well... Might be a bit presumptive of me, but... My friend Fen here also was a college student. How's those debts treating you?
I am in dire straits.
Right. Well, I don't know if you're interested at all, but I heard up at the donut shop tomorrow there's some kind of event looking for workers. It's like an hour or two, and they're giving 50 GP per person.
Like a job fair?
I guess kind of like a job fair. It's more just he wants, like, attendants to help hand out, like, his products.
Are they considering hiring?
Yeah, like I said, 50 per person that wants to work. Really hit it off with those donuts, apparently.
Donuts. I think I've heard about this.
It was in the paper if you read it.
Yes, I have. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Amen.
For Finzyra can say something if you wanna.
What the fuck?
Potentially.
Bro, the last time I opened my mouth, I fucking put my whole ass foot
That's
in it.
great. -4. And a d6. Okay, 12.
I suggested it, Karma.
Bro, I wasn't gonna fucking put my foot in my... What am I gonna say? That was the perfect pitch.
Yeah, that's fair. It was a good pitch, just -4. Sheesh.
Nobody trusted Drow. Not a single person in the city.
The drow with a -4 at least. And a haggard and exhausted drow.
I'll never live up to my model Geralax.
Dear God. She'll think about your offer for a minute and say, is there any way I could get that payment up front?
I mean, I guess you could, if you just wanna...
Are you working for Crook?
I'm already counting out the gold, so... Yeah, there you go.
Take the money, 50 gold, and she'll say, I suppose it's not too far from here. I will be there tomorrow.
Alright, see you then. Say, Saturday.
Look, the other one was not as easy to talk to.
You didn't give her a figure. That's the problem. Always have a figure.
Bro, I don't know how much they're paying people there.
We're adventurers. We're loaded.
Look, I'm
Don't
not a
beat yourself up about it. It's fine.
I've never had to try and persuade someone into going somewhere.
And now you have. Lesson for the future. I mean, I've done that a couple times when I had to conk somebody on the back of the head. Worked out pretty well.
Well, at least we were not unsuccessful. I will take that as a win. Do we want to get something to drink here before we go over to the spring
I already
garden?
ordered drinks.
Okay, well,
You see
I
two
wasn't
drinks
paying
brought
attention.
over and placed onto the table.
Thank
I'll add
you.
them to your inventories. It's cheap alcohol. You'll
Cheap
find
alcohol.
It
Cheap
was-
alcohol, my beloved.
I was still thinking about the other job offer. I drink it. Is it bad?
It's
Cheap alcohol.
it's cheap. It's not very eventful of a drink. It's just simple. You have a fancier palate given your background, but this is not
smack
befitting
my
of such a fine
lips
palate.
and, like, ooh, yay!
Bit of a tinge to it. Still haven't tried the spicy pudding.
Spicy pudding.
She'll tell you as you come when she is leaving the
What the
table.
fuck?
Does your
Try the
house
spicy
have a-
pudding.
Does your house have a big spicy food culture?
It's a shocking amount of vegetables that are grown in certain areas. I would say that the Jorhasian palate is probably quite bland, though, given that I remember most of their foods consisting of mushrooms and spider eggs, which
Amen.
don't sound
One
very
spicy pudding,
flavorful.
please and thank you.
Oh, like,
The spicy pudding will be brought over to the table.
oh.
The description
boy.
should describe it all once it's in your inventory, which it now is.
You gave me 4.
I did not mean to give you 4. You no longer have 4.
Forgot the comma.
What?
Shut up.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it.
Where?
Don't worry about it.
Ugh.
Move on.
Eat the pudding.
Your movement speed is increased by 5 feet until your next short rest.
While I talk. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is actually spicy.
It's a very strange texture for the flavor it gives.
It looks interesting.
Strangest it kind of reminds me of spider egg.
Oh, boy.
It's got like that texture, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You want to try some? I shouldn't have asked. Shouldn't have asked.
I mean, I can, like, a little teeny tiny bit just
If
for,
you don't
like,
want to try the pudding, don't try the pudding.
look, just put, like, a little teeny tiny bit on the tip of the spoon and I'll taste it for flavor, not texture.
Okay, Persephone is clearly like, damn, bitch doesn't want to make up her mind, so she takes a fucking spoon, gets a scoop of it, just holds it out to you.
The aeroplane.
I will take, like, half of the spoon into my mouth and then taste spicy.
It is a strange texture, but a interesting spice. It kicks.
Yep.
You see the lizard folk barkeep just kind of like hiding a little bit behind the counter and just a very like shit-eating smile kind of coming from her face. She's watching the two of you eat it from afar.
You guys are literally like the tourists who walk into a bar in a foreign country and can't handle the spice, and you're like,
I don't know what spice fine.
Bruh.
Coffee, baby. Spicy pudding.
you're gonna be like, it's really exotic.
anyways. Are the two of you gonna do anything else here, or carry on your way?
Once Fen recovers and I finish the pudding, I think I'm good.
Alright. Two of you would like to walk. Are there any last words you share as you depart?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
The
wave.
two of you... Yep, Thimpack will just kind of wave back at you with a bit of a gleeful expression. I hope it does good!
I wash.
Yes! Two of you are off. Where would be your next destination?
Eh.
You'll be heading to the Steam Gardens. An event we will pick up on next time in Dragon Ball Z. As you're heading...
Session.
Before we completely end, the two of you pass through the district of nearby the mysterious all-site dig site. The Maw, as you've heard it called. Similar to how Eric's had it described to him before, you notice this district is relatively cleared out, besides the occasional guard or watch or scholar that seems to be walking through. People do cross through these streets, just not frequently, and they're usually keeping clear. You see signs are hung up all nearby the location that tell you when you're getting closer and tell you to turn around, kind of like a road work ahead sign. You make sure to not involve yourselves at the very moment and pass on by. And as you do, that is where we will end session. Jump dead open inside.
Dead open inside.